Welcome associates, gather on the stand. This trial's a circus, but I've got a plan. Not a grifter, still worse than Dan. Hopscotch squares, don't trip, don't fall. BK in a felony, I've heard it all. Shake it, magic 8 ball. Tell me the truth, will justice call? Me be the diva, she's running the show. Two Capone and Meg, yeah, everybody knows. Fat or fat, well, nobody knows. What the corn echoes as the chaos grows. My credibility left in a vehicle. Hopscotch squares, don't trip, don't fall. BK in a felony, I've heard it all. Shake it, magic 8 ball. Tell me the truth, will justice call? What the corn echoes as the chaos grows. My credibility left in a vehicle.
Hello, everyone. What is up? I'm like over here trying to refresh Rumble because it doesn't. It's a little finicky. Little jerk.
Dan can't help you.
Dan cannot help you. If Dan helps you, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because R.I.P. That'll be what we say in front of your name now. Bobby, don't do it.
R.I.P. Bobby Dan.
Don't ask for Dave either. We all know Dave's not here, and he took the tech with him.
Son of a bee.
That was such a nice message of you, Bobby, right there.
Yeah, I loved it.
It was great.
It was
How
one of my
about that?
favorites.
Yeah,
Actually,
it was
no.
great.
My favorite is, you know what it is. Old Mabel ass. That's the best one.
What's up, Fantasser? Oh, what's up, Fuddletown? I see you in here. Good evening, Snipe. Hello, Robert. I just have to say it because I hear it in my head.
Yeah, it's funny that he calls him Robert.
I'm hungry, but Kat says no. That's all I have to say about that. That's what I would say to my cat. It told me I couldn't eat.
I just slide them right over.
Yeah, be like, excuse. What's up, whoever? And trust me, my cat would have paid me back in the middle of the night by either bringing something alive in from the outside through the dog door and dumping it on my floor, or just coming up and laying on my chest, and she was fat and I wouldn't be able to breathe. So, you're Dave and you have text. Tech.
He has the tech. Tech.
Well, I can't move her anymore because she R.I.P.
You know, Caleb wanted a cat.
It's not gifts. Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh, it's so tempting, isn't it?
His friend had these people he knew. They had a litter of kittens, and he sent me pictures of them, and they were so adorable, right? But I'm like, we just had Caleb's friends moving in at the time, and I was like, there's a lot going on here. I'm like, are they gonna have shots already? Like, how old are they? Like, how much are they? You know what I mean? There was just a lot going on, but I know my husband would. He's a cat person. He always had cats ever since I've known him. But I'm not a cat hater. I've actually had cats.
I'm not a cat. Oh, Gabby's not a cat hater.
He said me. No, I'm not. I like cats.
This is the longest in my entire 52 and a half years that I have ever not had a cat. But
Caleb had
I can't have any. I don't want any more. How about that? I'll just say it that way.
Yeah. Caleb had an orange cat named Sissy, and he was the least orangey kind of cat ever. This cat always just wanted cuddles and just to be pet. It was cute.
Orange cats are crazy.
It wasn't. This one wasn't, though.
You had yeah. Lucky. Gabby is like, I don't hate cats. I have cat friends. My best friend's a cat.
Oh my god. I did rescue an orange kitten once. But we couldn't
Me
have
too.
cats at my mom's house because my mom was allergic to cats. So we had to get rid of them.
I rescued
Unfortunately.
2 orange kittens once, and they were insane. They were insane. Carmen can tell you the story. I mean, those things, we ended up finding a new home for them because they we lived in when we lived in a log cabin at the time, but it was Todd's dad's cabin that he built, and it was like a primitive log cabin that sucked, and that's what they're remodeling right now to make it not log cabin. And so he had rough cedar, like trim around the doors, and those cats would just climb up the freaking wall
Yeah.
on using that rough cedar. I'm like, what are you doing? And oh, they're so mean. They were so mean. They just, it's whatever. But yep, my last cat was black and white. That was Carmen's cat. Then it was my cat, and then I told her that's it. And then when Brandon and Bree they have a barn cat, then one barn cat turns into more than
a
one.
variety of cats.
And that had a litter of kittens, and there was a solid, well, I thought it was solid black at first, but it had a little bit of orange in it. It was beautiful. And oh man, my husband and I, we talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. And I was like, that cat is going to have to learn to use the dog door. And that dog door is 3 layers thick. So it can't, it's going to be a long time before it can learn how to do that. And how then it has to go outside. That I don't want a litter box, but we're going to have one until we can get it to, go out the dog door. And then it's got to learn to get out the dog door, go right out the fence. Don't hang in the backyard because Hera will think you're great until you're not, because she accidentally hurt you. And he goes, yeah, I don't want to do that. And I said, good, because I just talked myself right out of it. I'm good.
Well, the thing with kitty litter boxes, I mean, you got to keep the litter clean. That's why, cats they only pee on stuff because the litter's not clean. They're very, they're like, excuse me, human, clean my bathroom. Thank you.
Yes. And yeah, cats. But my cat's offspring, one of them, is still alive. My mom wanted that cat. My dad didn't want a cat. I'm like, Dad is like the last pet she's ever going to ask you for. And he's still going. So I think he's like 15. And we thought we were going to lose him there for a little while. I swear that cat has found the fountain of youth. I try to follow him when he goes outside because he's like a kitten all of a sudden again. And I don't know. I have no idea. I'm like, I don't know what happened. What happened to you? Like, did you found the fountain of youth last summer? You couldn't even hardly walk.
I want a hedgehog or a chameleon. I want one of those so bad.
I had a chameleon once.
They're so cool.
It was cool, but there's not anybody around here that could. It started doing weird things, and there's not like a chameleon vet around here. You got a horse, a cow, a dog, a cat. I can help you.
A corn vet. I'm sure there's a corn vet somewhere out there.
But it's like if you have a chameleon, yeah, no. And there was before the internet, so I couldn't look it up, and it died. Carmen.
Oh, Carmen. Can you go to sleep?
No, she can't go sleep now. She's got to go to work.
Well, good job, Carmen. You effed around and you're about to find out.
Yeah, now you're going to be tired. Now you're going to be grumpy. Grumpy,
Grumpy Gus is what you're going to be.
Yeah, can be grumpy to the inmates, and they're going to be like, what'd I do to you?
The sport lady's going to come back and surprise you. Let me tell you. This is why you got to sleep, so you're ready for the sporks.
Yes. I heard your spiel for your panel meeting earlier today. It was great.
I'm pretty sure I heard that 5 times in one
You heard it.
conversation.
Yes. Yes, you heard it too. What's up, Chloe?
Hey, Chloe.
You will be fine. Everyone has your
Hey,
back.
Deidre.
Oh, Deidre. I don't know what I was thinking, Deidre. You just went, I saw your name, and then I saw Chloe, and I forgot you for a second. Sorry. You're not allowed, Bobby.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Jones, you better
What is
behave.
it? What'd you say? I swear to sweet baby Jesus, if I miss Jones, I will resign.
I'll point at her with my pencil. Actually, this is the serious pencil right here.
Uh-oh.
Miss Jones.
Not the serious pencil.
All right, AKA Spork Lady. We don't have time for you today. Okay? Got it. Message received loud and clear. That's it. There's your PSA.
Love you, bestie.
Go have a good night.
Yeah.
Carrot, don't do it. Don't anybody follow this up with what they did last night. Snipe, I'm talking to you. Don't do it.
Oh,
Don't do
God.
it. I can't have her vomiting.
Bobby's just the one who's just dangling the carrot. He's always dangling
Yeah.
the carrot. He's like, come on, do it.
But then Snipe was like, thank you for listening to me. I appreciate it.
Oh, God. That's
I don't know
awesome.
the buttered carrot joke? I don't know
Oh,
that
boy.
one, but I don't think I want to hear it. Guess where we dangle the carrot from? Don't care.
It's just like, my brain's okay today. Okay. Nice try, Bobby. Nice try.
We got new sporks and they are so insulting. That's the only word for them. You can't do anything with them. Literally nothing. Oh, I bet you they find a way.
Oh, they'll find a way. They
If they
always
just
find a way.
if they just use their powers for good, there would be a lot of interesting inventions in this world.
I'm sure.
More than there already
Yeah.
are.
They got
Yeah,
some
just
pretty good jail food recipes, too.
yeah. Are
Yeah.
the sporks flaccid?
The spores are just made of rubber. You literally can't even eat anything with it because every time you pull it up, it just falls.
Did you test them out yet, Carmen? No. That's why that's why she doesn't want Miss Jones to come in. She's like, we got new sporks. You can't test them out. Not today. I can't do it today. You stay away.
Uh,
Oh my goodness. It's not the size of the spork, it's how you use it. Okay. If that's what
kind
you
of true,
say.
though. That's kind of true.
They don't even work as a spoon, they just bend. Can't tell you how many times I've seen one launched across the tank out of frustration. Oh, across the. Oh, got it. I did read it right. I don't know. Well, how far can they fly? Like, I mean, is it like, and then it just falls right in front of them?
And then it makes that cartoon noise. That,
Yes.
you know?
Make them use their fingers. Oops, too late. They use them too.
Oh, God.
You know how you never have to find any of this out? Don't break the law.
That's very true.
Don't break the law. Then you don't have to worry about sporks. Nope. You get to use your own silverware that you like at your house on your plate. That you know?
I hate plastic.
Are
silverware.
are they whoever if I don't know. I mean, if it's like you're trying to eat with I can't say anything because everything I say will be wrong. Yes, I'm sorry I did not give you this warning earlier, Bad Dasser. If I would have only known you, earlier in your life, I could have told you this. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't.
I feel like I've always known Bad Dazzer. I just hadn't met him yet. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, exactly. Well, we still have to worry about sporks in this chat. True, true. When you're in the mood, anything will do, even a spork. Nope.
No. No, that's where I draw the line. Anything that can
I'm
poke
gonna say no.
or sever the inside of me, I'm good.
Oh, good. I tried to show them you can bend them into the alphabet. They didn't think I was funny. That would have been hilarious.
Carmen just has a whole desk full of sporks bent into the alphabet. She's like, come on, guys, I'm going to teach you how the alphabet now.
Are they in jail for criminal lack of sense of humor? I think they are, whoever.
They really
I think
are.
they are.
Because, sometimes Carmen tells me stuff, and I'm like, that's hilarious. And she's like, I know, right? No one laughed. I was like, that's rude.
The letter spork. What does spork start with, guys? S. Look at me making S out of spork. So that's the line. So spoons are fine. Nope. The line is
Oh, my God.
probably silverware or anything like that. Or anything that's just not supposed to be there. How about that? Did I get it? What?
I'm
I
sorry.
wonder if she can shoot the spork like those girls in Asia with the ping pong balls. Not Googling that.
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry.
I'll take
about
the word for that.
that. Was your leg, sir?
He has no legs. He has no legs.
Nothing is ever supposed to be there, but y'all still try it. No.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Well, this is going off the rails early today. Just it's been that kind of a week.
'Tis Thursday.
Tis true. All right. We are going to finish up the evidence part of this trial finally today. That's it. 2 witnesses.
Love it.
And we're done with the evidence.
Choo-choo.
We have a domestic violence attorney, Susan Christensen, and Paul Bush, the criminal.
That sounds promising.
Yes, we've seen him before. Mr.
Oh,
Bush.
we have?
Yeah, he was a witness for the state. He was, I think. Let me flip back through my notes that are all written in pencil. Oh, that's Stacey Shanahan. That's too far.
Dick Cannon.
Dick Cannon for Stacey. He was testified on day 1. He was the first witness. And he's going to be the last witness. Look at that.
Oh, hey.
First and last.
I wonder if they planned it that way.
I don't know. Yay, we get Bush. Yeah, his name's Paul.
Paul Bush.
Peter Bush. Nope. I thought you said a tasty canasta. Nope. Sure didn't. Sorry. I'll try to speak clearly. I don't know.
I couldn't do that with my jaw. What you just did with those ahs. Nope, it's not happening. I would be like, clear. It doesn't work.
When he was little, he was a Bush baby. Pulled into the parking lot and said, "Holy cops! Never mind, they work here, and so do I." Carmen, go to work.
Hide the stash, Carmen.
Yeah. Don't tell us where you put it. I just want to keep clicking on your name there, Frank. I've clicked on it twice. I'm going to click on it one more time. Because I got to say, it's ours, Gabby.
It's an ah.
What's up, Frank? How are you today?
Frankie. Oh, Frankie.
I might just say hello, people. I don't know if we're being good tonight or not.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I'm definitely not going to attach it to my leg and then say, that's not mine. True. Good plan. Hello, Shani. Yes. Always fun to see Frank here. Don't even say hello, just say people.
Just the word people.
Hey, you. Hey, you guys. What's up, Bri?
Hi.
AJ, Gabby, and Carmen. Degenerates, that'll work too.
That's what Baker calls me.
Well, then we know that'll work.
He also calls me a bunch of other things too. But
Yes, he does.
he does. He's also recently just been telling people I've been arrested and I know every jail in Massachusetts. I've never
And
been
you're
arrested.
like, I've never been arrested.
And Jamie's
don't know.
like, I don't believe anything you say. Gabby will let me know in chat if this is true. It's not.
Thank you, people. You're welcome, Frank.
You're welcome, Frank.
I like being called big words. It makes me feel important. You're just lucky I could pronounce that one, Snipe. I don't think I said hi. Well, I do start with a big howdy. I know I didn't do that right, but that's the way I read that. So maybe that's my hi to everyone. It is. It is. All right. Solicitation? No. That's nothing. Okay, so let's wrap this trial up. We're not finishing it. We're just going to finish the evidence. We will wrap it up on Tuesday. Or maybe Thursday. It just depends on how
What's Monday?
far we get on Tuesday. We have states closing on Monday and the defense
Ah, okay.
on Tuesday, state rebuttal verdict. So we're getting there. We're almost there. And I do appreciate all you guys that are hanging here with this trial, because I do understand that it's been hard for some of you. It's been, I guess the only word I can use is triggering for some of you. And so I appreciate all of you hanging in there, all of you sharing your thoughts, all of you sharing your opinions, because I didn't pick this trial to trigger anybody by any means. I didn't think, that was my fault. I didn't think about that. I picked it for discussion because that's what I wanted. So there's that. And here's this. All right. There we go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you state your name for the jury, please,
Susan Christensen,
and your business address?
620 Market Street in Harlan.
What is your occupation?
I'm an attorney, assistant county attorney for Shelby County for the past 13 years, and assistant Harrison County attorney for the past 7 or 8 years. And in addition, I practice private law as a family law lawyer.
Can you give the jury about how much time you spend at those various duties?
I would estimate that approximately 65% of my time is spent on my private practice of family law, and approximately 35% is spent in my capacity as assistant county attorney.
Now, do you have an educational background that qualify you to practice law in the state of Iowa?
Yes, I do. My undergraduate degree was received from Judson College in Chicago. My major was psychology in 1988. I then went to law school at Creighton down in Omaha and graduated in 1991, and then took the bar, and I'm admitted into the Iowa bar.
So you're licensed to practice law here in Iowa?
Yes, I am.
When was it that you became an assistant Shelby County attorney?
My first day on the job, July 1st of 1991.
And have you held that job as an assistant Shelby County attorney from that day through today?
Yes, I have. Initially, for the first 11 years, my brother, Jeff Larson, was the county attorney. And then when he became a judge, it then became Marcus Gross as the county attorney, and I remained in my capacity as assistant county attorney.
And you still hold that position today?
Yes, I do.
All right. Now, you also mentioned you're an assistant Harrison County attorney. The county seat's over in Logan, if I...
That's correct.
How long have you held that position?
I believe 7.5 years.
What are your duties here in Shelby County as an assistant county attorney?
In Shelby County, my responsibilities include all simple misdemeanors that are filed, which many people think of as the traffic violations. In addition, if assaults or including domestic abuse or regular occur at the level of simple misdemeanor, I would prosecute those. I am responsible for all the juvenile cases for Shelby County, all of the commitments, whether it be for drug and alcohol problems or for mental health concerns. And in addition, as far as anything that is indictable, which means at the district court level, I assist Marcus or previously Jeff as needed.
For example.
Okay. I did not hear the defense say they arrested yesterday. So, correction, this, I think, is rebuttal.
I didn't hear them say that either.
But this is the prosecutor.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure this is prosecutor. That's right. Like, that's the prosecutor asking questions.
And this is old ramen noodle ass.
Damn it. I'm going to have to change my thumbnail and my description. I have to change everything.
Son of a B word.
Gosh darn it.
Don't these people know anything? God.
Just say that. Just let us hear it. You let us hear it when the state rested. All right. I was just correcting myself.
I didn't hear it either. I really didn't hear them say that.
Yeah, I didn't think. All right. Well, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you had an indictable misdemeanor that accused someone of a domestic abuse assault or a felony domestic abuse assault, would you work on those cases with the county attorney?
Yes. For the past 13 years, I have, as I stated, always performed the work on the level of a simple misdemeanor, which usually introduces me to the victim of a domestic abuse case. Then if there continues to be a domestic abuse and that same victim is involved, or if it starts off as an indictable in district court, I tend to be the person in the county attorney's office who has the closest relationship with the victim. And then in the previous years, Jeff would take care of the actual prosecution of the defendant, and I would mainly be the representative from our office for the victim.
You mentioned you also work in Harrison County as an assistant county attorney. Are your duties similar in that county?
The biggest difference is I prosecute all of their OWIs in Harrison County. And in addition, I am authorized to do anything there that I am in Shelby County. But just the sheer distance, I don't assist as much in the simple misdemeanor level as I do in Harlan.
In addition to that, you mentioned you have a private practice in which you concentrate on the area of family law.
That's true.
Does this would include family relations, child custody, dissolution of marriage, those kinds of things?
Correct. Modifications of divorces, adoptions, termination of parental rights.
And do some of those, at least some of those cases that you work on in private practice, do those involve issues of domestic violence, domestic abuse?
Many times they do.
Could you give the jury an idea of, and of course that's a confidential matter, your private practice.
Correct.
But could you give the jury an idea of approximately the number of cases that you've handled in the family law area that have involved domestic abuse?
I would say approximately 1 of every 4 cases that comes in my door involves a threat of domestic violence, emotional abuse, physical abuse, or sexual abuse.
And you also, you told us you're a criminal prosecutor for Shelby County, and you've become involved in the domestic abuse prosecutions here. Can you tell me, or tell the jury, how many domestic abuse prosecutions that you've been involved in since you became an assistant county attorney?
I requested that information from July 1st of 1991. However, our system through the clerk's office began officially keeping track of domestic abuse orders as of 1998.
Oh.
So from that figure forward to the present, there have been approximately 235 cases, which I calculated to be an average of about one every 9 days in Shelby County.
Now, is that part of something called the Domestic Abuse Registry?
Yes.
All right, and that tracks criminal cases of domestic abuse assault?
Correct.
Does that also track civil cases where those kinds of issues arise?
That's true. It's an effort to put in the public system an awareness of orders that are out there in the event law enforcement anywhere in the state of Iowa would get called to a scene that would pop up. It's similar to the sex abuse registry that some people may be more familiar with. It's just a universal language in the state of Iowa to let law enforcement know there's a protective order out there.
All right. So in your capacity as an assistant Shelby County attorney, could you describe to the jury what types of protections are available to the victim of a domestic abuse assault, either criminally or civilly?
The civil one that you're referring to, I always call it 236, and that refers to our code section. And that is a pro se process, which allows people to come and ask for the help of the court system without necessarily involving their own private attorney. And as assistant county attorney, that's one of our duties, is to assist people in that process. When they come to me, whether it be a man or a woman, and it usually is a woman, and explains to me her situation or asks what can she do, I usually start off with explaining the process of a 236 proceeding. It's, for the past few years, become extremely efficient at getting quick, immediate help with the cooperation of the victim. What they need to do is come up to the third floor of the courthouse. There's a form that is ready for the clerk's office to hand out. It's rather lengthy, but it's all personal information that the victim should be able to answer pretty readily. That information is then faxed to a judge. If we do not have a district judge in Harlan that day, it would be faxed down usually to Council Bluffs, where most of our judges are. And a judge is always down there and will review that order or the petition and issue an order. I've never seen an order issued more than maybe 2 hours later. It's very swift. And if the court is convinced that there should be a protective order, he will fax an order back that remains in effect immediately. Even though it's a fax copy, our statute allows that to be treated as an original immediately. If the court decides that it's not convinced there should be a protective order, then it's denied, and there would be no order entered.
No, I think I called that a civil proceeding. This is a
Correct.
case where the police aren't involved, or the sheriff's department. This is just a woman or a man, but usually a woman.
Correct.
Will come in and she's having difficulties in this area and seek assistance from the county attorney's office, the clerk of court, and this is how they are protected.
Many times it's the preliminary step before a criminal proceeding.
Okay.
It's when a victim is saying out loud to somebody, I think I need some help,
right.
but may not be ready to turn in the person.
All right, so there's that protective order, and you called it under Chapter 232. Is there another means of protecting victims if a criminal case is actually filed?
Yes. Other than the 236 proceeding, there are times when maybe a neighbor hears something going on and the officers are called to the scene and they see something going on right there. They become a witness to it themselves. Whether or not the victim wants to go along with prosecution, our officers are obligated under that same code section 236. If there is an injury on either party, they must determine who was the perpetrator, because it's not always who you may think, and then they shall arrest. There must be an arrest. And in our county, local law enforcement as well as our sheriff's department and the troopers all know that, and we practice it very faithfully. And there will be an arrest at that time. That turns into a criminal proceeding. That person, the defendant, would be charged with a form of assault.
Now, and I'll say he, because in this, we know we're dealing with Scott Shanahan here, when he's released from custody after that arrest, is there anything similar to the protective order that you described in the 236 proceeding, anything similar to that is meant to protect the victim of the domestic abuse from the acts, any further acts by the abuser?
Yes, in both those proceedings, there is immediately a protective order issued. The criminal proceeding, that just goes hand in hand with it. As soon as the complaint is filed by an officer, he is charged, and then that results in the complaint. And if he's not already in jail, he will be picked up. He may bond out. It depends on the situation, what the level of bond is. And a protective order will be issued before he is released from jail.
And if a person violates either the protective order issued in the 236 or the court's I think we've called it a no contact order in the criminal proceeding, what can be done? What steps can be taken?
These orders in our county, I believe, have more bite than any other orders. Our officers take them very seriously. They know somebody has already been convinced that someone is in danger. And by violating a court order, it's giving us the signal that somebody's not taking us seriously. Therefore, our response, in my opinion, is more or less immediate. And once there is a response, there is an arrest. There's already an order out there, and they will immediately arrest at that point.
Okay, so if a person violates one of those no contact orders, that the order empowers the peace officer to arrest the violator?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me turn to November of 1996. Last week when Chief Deputy Hervey was on the stand, I think the defense asked the Chief Deputy whether they had received any information regarding a possible domestic abuse problem at the Shanahan residence in Defiance, Iowa, and Deputy Hervey responded, yeah, it came from a local attorney. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, I do.
Could you tell us about that?
Yes, I was that attorney, by the way. And when I have on my hat as assistant county attorney, I'm representing the state, and the victim is my witness. And there is no attorney-client privilege there. And in this situation, do you want me to talk about the details of that date?
Well, let me ask you, had the defendant come to you to seek some assistance?
Yes, she had been given my name by someone who may be able to help her, and she made an appointment and came to my office.
Okay, and that was in November of 96?
I believe it was on November 19th of 1996.
All right. And what kind of, there was no criminal case, she had not reported a crime? You had a discussion with her about domestic abuse she'd been experiencing?
Yes, I considered her to be at that point possibly trying to just figure out what can I do. I think she was just wondering, what can I do? What can you do to help me?
And what did you do to help her?
I gave her the same understanding of the protective order that I just gave the jury as far as what we could do to protect her, and that I do believe those orders have force and we can help her if she will let us. I also discussed the criminal proceeding with her. At that point, she wasn't ready. She did not give me any particulars as to dates or events, just generalities as to her life, and that's where it seemed more appropriate to visit with her about the pro se proceeding rather than attempt to prosecute when I didn't have any facts.
The pro se, that's that 236 protective
Yes.
order. Did you sit down with her then and fill out a form?
Yes, I did. I have the petitions in my office as well as the clerk's office, and I pulled one out and I went through it with her, filled it out as much as I could without knowing the facts. Then I walked it across the street to the clerk's office and put it in an envelope, and she was going to bring back specific information about the details, fill it in, and file it.
Now, when you say she, I think I should make sure we've identified the person we're talking about. You're talking about Dixie Shanahan.
Yes.
She's the defendant in this case.
Yes.
Do you see her in the courtroom today?
Yes. She's seated has the pink dress on by Greg Stensland.
Thank you, ma'am. Let the record show the witnesses identified the defendant. So you left she needed to put together some specific facts in order to complete the form, and she was to finish it at the clerk's office here.
Yes.
And that was in November of 1996?
Yes.
Whatever happened with regard to that?
Yet that same day, I went ahead and took the initiative to call the sheriff's department. I was convinced that, I shouldn't say convinced, I was concerned that she may not follow through with the petition, and yet I wanted our law enforcement to know if they got a call from out there, they should take it very seriously. I believed that she was scared, and that I was requesting them, because it's a distance away, to be prepared for a call out there.
Now, I think I've heard it said, and maybe I'm the only one, but sometimes people will say these protective orders are only a piece of paper. They're not, any better than the paper they're written on. Is that true?
I hear that all the time as a belief by victims, and it is absolutely not true. I can't speak for other counties, but Shelby County in particular, as I stated earlier, those orders have a lot of bite, and we treat them very serious as all law enforcement agencies as well as the county attorney's office, and we will prosecute and we will pursue, and our goal is to protect that victim and punish the perpetrator, and we can do that.
And did you explain this specifically, the need to use these protective orders and report violations? Did you explain
Yes.
this to the defendant?
Yes, I did. I went in detail with her as to how the process would work, and even, as I said, helped her fill out the paperwork.
Now, we've learned through the course of this trial that sometime later, maybe 6 months later, on May 31st of 1997, Scott Shanahan was arrested for a serious misdemeanor domestic abuse assault that was reported by this defendant. And he was arrested, taken to jail, charged with that crime. Did you work on that case?
Yes. By the way, there was not a protective order issued previous to that. So at the incident you're speaking of, there was not a protective order in effect.
Yeah, maybe I should clarify that. So you left the papers here. The defendant never showed up to complete the paperwork.
Yes.
So no order was ever issued then.
It was returned to me by the clerk's office with a note. These papers were never picked up.
So then this first criminal case arises, and my notes indicate he was arrested on June 1st, I think, of 1997. But in any event, Scott Shanahan was arrested. He was charged, taken to jail, and then when he was released, we have an exhibit here that shows a no contact order issued. To show you State's Exhibit 40. Do you recognize that as a partial transcript of the court's file in this first criminal case we're talking about?
Yes, I do.
Does Exhibit 40 contain a no contact order issued when he was released?
Yes, it does. There were actually two orders in effect at that time, one within this criminal proceeding and one that was generated by that 236 petition. Dixie did eventually file one 3 months later after visiting with me, and it generated its own order. So there technically were two orders at the same time.
Okay. What did the other one you said that she filed, what date was that one issued?
June 2nd, 1997.
Oh, so it was issued really the same day that the criminal no contact order.
That's correct.
So you kind of have a double no contact order thing.
The prosecutor's office was working on the criminal charges, which we knew would result in a protective order, and Dixie must have felt compelled on her own to go ahead and start that 236. She probably did not know that that would be taken care of within the criminal action, so we ended up with two orders.
Did you have any contact with the defendant during, and when I say defendant, I mean the defendant Dixie Shanahan, during the pendency of that case?
Yes.
What could you describe for the jury what kind of contact you had?
Initially, Dixie was cooperative. She was the one that made the complaint, and we responded, and the normal course of events took place. Scott was arrested, charged, protective order was entered. He eventually pled guilty. Eventually, Dixie wanted the protective order to be lifted.
Okay. Now
approached me.
I think he pled guilty about 3 weeks after that. Is that
Yes.
right? Sentenced to, we've come to understand he was sentenced to 2 days in jail. He was ordered to go to this Batter's education program. Is that
Yes.
right? Now you say the defendant, Dixie Shanahan, then asked that the no contact order be lifted.
Correct.
When did that occur? And if you need to, feel free to look at Exhibit 40 there.
I believe Scott pled guilty on June 23rd of 97, and Dixie requested on July 2nd, a few days before, or on the same date, that the protective order be lifted.
Now, is that something that you recommended be done?
No.
Why is that?
I believe, in my experiences prosecuting these cases, that although there may be a conclusion of the criminal case, that does not mean the problem has been fixed or that the violence is over. And I believe the protective order is necessary to just keep things in check and let things cool down a bit, and then, if necessary, address it at a later time.
But was the no contact order lifted?
Yes, she requested that it be lifted. She had some supporting documentation from a licensed clinical psychologist from Prairie Rose Mental Health. And based on that, in my capacity as Assistant County Attorney, I felt I should at least make that application available to the court to consider. Although it was not my suggestion, I did bring it to the court's attention.
All right. At any time while that was in effect, did she report a violation of that no contact order?
Not to my knowledge.
And you say you had explained to her personally the need to report any violations of
Yes.
those. We also have learned that about 3 months after that, I believe it was in September of 1997, there was a second charge of domestic abuse assault against Scott Shanahan.
Yes.
He was arrested for that. He was charged. He was prosecuted. Did you work on that case?
Yes, I did.
Showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit number 41. That's been identified as a partial transcript of the court file in this case. Is that a correct statement?
Yes, it is.
Was a no contact order issued in that case?
I don't see it in here, but I know it was.
Okay, so if I need to show that it was, I would need to go get the full court file, is that right?
Correct.
All right. So a no contact order, as you recall, was issued.
I know, and this actually Scott's plea of guilty refers to it. One of the terms was they were asking us to dismiss the pending no contact order.
Oh, okay. So from your review of that exhibit, you recall there was a no contact order?
Yes, and I reviewed this information before I came to court, and my notes show that there was a protective order issued at that time.
And I guess one of the things that we've heard is that the defendant, Dixie Shanahan, wanted those charges dismissed while they were pending.
That's correct.
Is that reflected in Exhibit 41?
Yes, I believe it is.
And how so?
In the form of a letter. A letter by Dixie dated February 10th, 1998.
All right, I think this letter's been read to the jury, so I won't ask you to rehash it. Is it fair to say that letter asks that the charges be dismissed and says she has exaggerated some of the things?
Yes, that's true. And that's common if there's a request by a victim to me to lift a protective order. I will not just summarily do that. Like I said, I won't deny them the opportunity to have that request made available to the court, but I require that they personally attend or write a letter to the court to show that it's her position and not mine.
All right, but this wasn't actually a request just to lift the no contact order. She wanted the criminal charges dismissed.
Correct.
Did you and Mr. Larson, the county attorney at the time, do that?
No, we did not.
He actually ended up, the defendant, Scott Shanahan, in that case, ended up pleading guilty.
Correct.
Received a sentence.
Yes.
I believe he was ordered to surrender some guns.
Yes.
Okay.
He was actually sentenced to 2 years in the state penitentiary with all but 4 days suspended.
All right. And if he had violated that probation during that time, he would have gone to the penitentiary for a term up to 2 years?
In my experience, we would have filed an application to revoke his probation, and we would have requested the court to make that 2 years stick.
All right. And then there was a third case that arose in October of 2000. And these were felony charges. Let me show you. This would be, I believe, reflected in Exhibit 42. Do you recall that prosecution?
Yes, I do.
And in that prosecution, we understand Scott was charged with domestic abuse, 2 counts, both of which were 5-year felony charges, and a false imprisonment charge.
That's correct, which was a serious misdemeanor.
And was a no contact order issued in that case?
According to my notes, it was. And the no contact order is also shown in Exhibit 42.
All right. Now, while that was pending, what did you understand as to the whereabouts of Dixie Shanahan, the defendant?
We had been informed by Dixie, who was, at the initiation of this case, very cooperative and wanted to pursue this criminal charge. And she was cooperating with us and visiting with us, and we knew she was making plans to go to Texas to be with her sister Diana, I believe. And that gave us some comfort knowing there was some distance between the two.
And did that case result in a conviction of Scott Shanahan?
No, it did not.
Why not?
We were not allowed the opportunity to have Dixie testify on the state's behalf based on her refusal to cooperate.
And is there a letter in Exhibit 42 that reflects that from the defendant?
Yes, there is, dated January 15th, 2001.
Now, is that the last contact you or County Attorney Larson had with Dixie Shanahan, the defendant in this case?
In response to this letter dated January 15th from Dixie, our office generated a letter to Dixie trying to get her to come back and testify and explaining to her our concerns about the potential future for her children and herself if she did not. It was a last-ditch effort to try to talk her into it.
Let me show you Exhibit 90. Is this the letter you're talking about?
Yes, it is.
That's from County Attorney Larson?
Yes, Jeff and I created this letter together. He was concerned with the prosecution of the case, and as I said before, my approach was trying to follow Dixie through with this case.
Now, we've heard some testimony about perhaps she was attending school and couldn't come back when that was needed. Was this a problem in the case if she had been attending school and didn't feel she could come back on a certain day?
Absolutely not. In fact, when we got this letter from Dixie and we wrote her back, instead of dismissing it immediately, we continued the trial. We pushed it a few more weeks, hoping to get a more convenient time or to get Dixie to cooperate with the testimony.
Did that ever come about?
We were successful in obtaining a continuance, but the new date was supposed to be February 20th, 2001, and the day before, Jeff filed a dismissal based on unavailability of our witness.
And from that point on, from the last contact in that case you had with the defendant, Dixie Shanahan, did she ever have any further contact with your office seeking either a 236 civil assistance, or did she seek any criminal charges against Scott Shanahan?
No.
To your knowledge, did she ever contact the Shelby County Sheriff's Office seeking that kind of help?
No, and I believe they would have contacted me. That's our normal routine.
Yesterday afternoon, we heard the testimony of the director of the Iowa Coalition Against Domestic Violence, Ms. Shipper.
Yes.
She spoke to us in terms of some generalities, and it was at least my impression in listening to her testimony that it was as if there was never any way out of this domestic abuse problem for the woman. Has that been your experience as a person who prosecutes domestic abuse and represents women in domestic abuse cases?
Absolutely not. I think that is the perception by victims, but it's not reality.
Can you explain to us any instances in which you've seen women in at least a somewhat similar circumstance as the defendant Dixie Shanahan, who were able to end the problem?
Yes. One I'm thinking of right now involves my private practice, and as I've said before, as county attorney, there's no privilege, but in my private practice, I will not reveal their real names. I'll give a fictitious name, but the facts are true. One woman who I'll call Melanie had been married probably more than 30 years. Her husband would beat her on a regular basis, severely, and he also, in his particular game, liked to burn things, would burn anything that was important to her in her presence and things that meant a lot to her. There were scars on her body that I could see when she came to see me, and she showed me others that would not be visible without her removing some clothing. I visited with her about the protective order, how it works. She got that in place. The protective order was violated a couple times by her husband in a rather simple way, but it was still a violation. He kept dropping mail in her mailbox and writing handwritten notes, and those violations were turned in every time.
Now, is that the key? She reported those violations?
Yes, she did.
All right.
Yes, she did. I explained to her before she left my office, if there are any violations, go ahead and turn them in yourself. And so I never even was involved in that process. She was turning them in to law enforcement. And eventually they were divorced. To my knowledge, they still live in the same county. The protective order was extinguished after 1 year, which is standard unless the victim comes in and says, I want it extended. And to my knowledge, there have been no further problems in that situation.
So in that case, the woman who is experiencing this difficulty is now moved on with her life,
Yes,
as has the person that was presenting the problems to her.
correct.
Have you had any other experience?
Yes, there's another situation that involved 3 young children at home. Mom had been married about 15 years and came to me, showed me the bruises on her body. And I think at that point, she knew it wasn't right, but didn't know how to get out. And that's where I took that role again of explaining what we can do for you. And she let that protective order be prepared, and it was granted. And throughout the next year, it got hairy many times with in one particular case, her husband faxed her a copy of a tombstone with her name on it. And it was nice for me as her attorney to be able to use that as an exhibit to show the violation. But in that particular case, they have since been divorced. The protective order stayed in effect for probably 2 or 3 years. They had a hard time being able to both feel that it didn't need to be there, especially her. And now that's been dismissed, and they live in the same county. They both have remarried other people, and I think are doing well.
In that case, the man that was causing the problem, I think he'd pulled phones out of the wall, that
Yes,
kind
he
of
did.
thing?
He pulled on Halloween night, and it was a cold Halloween night several years ago. He pulled phones out of the wall, pushed her out of the house in her pajamas, and when she got to the car to go drive somewhere in the country, he came out and ripped the keys out so she couldn't drive. So she walked to the closest neighbor, which was about a half a mile away, and they came to the door, and in her situation, the first who she tried to call was her husband to come get her, but the phones had been pulled out. So then that's kind of why the gig was up in her case. Somebody else got involved, sent her to me, and we started talking about it. And in that situation, that man also had a tendency to use guns. He shot his own foot in an effort to scare her from leaving him.
But now they are still both, they're no longer married,
Correct.
but they live in the same county.
Yes, and the children have visitation with their dad. That's an example where it can be, she can be protected, and the violence can stop.
Do you recall any, and
This is getting aggravating. Dixie, you should have been better. Okay? That's basically what they're saying to you. Jeez. I think they're trying to prove that she had ways out. And I agree with that. She would, which is a good general argument. I think the defense is trying to narrow it down to the incident in question and her lack of options. That her... I don't think she understood her options. You know, let's look at the background of these people that she's talking about now in the cases that, and I'm glad they got out. I'm not so sure I'm glad that other dude got remarried, because, okay, but were their childhoods the same? Did they go through the same traumatic, same traumatic incidences that Dixie did? Like, what, there's differences there somewhere. If it's just their mental fortitude was different, there's something that's different.
Right. Yeah.
I hope he
Exactly.
I hope he did intentionally cap his foot.
Me too. That's what you get. Same thing with Snipe said too. This dip drank the Kool-Aid.
She's talking about guys who didn't go to jail. You really think the ones that didn't get violent with the second? Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Yes, you seizures, it's Dixie's fault. It's Dixie's fault.
Mm-hmm.
The one took 30 years. I mean, I get it. I get it. But it's not, everyone is not the same.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, I agree with you, Frank. I I don't think she planned. I don't think this was premeditated beyond the simple fact of her thinking that she needed to go to that back bedroom to get the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she
I don't
took the
think.
firearm with her.
Yeah, I don't think it was premeditated at all. I just think it was just like, he started to move, and she was just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like she started to twitch and was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna get hit again. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, we just talked about this, where it's just like it's such a hard thing to talk about because eventually someone like her who's had her past, who's been abused their entire life, okay, their entire life, they've been abused. She marries a guy and then he also abuses her. Okay?
Yep.
Your brain at some point is just going to snap. And
Absolutely.
it, I don't think it's an intentional thing. I just think it's just a reaction. Your body reacts to pain, right? When you get a tattoo, your body twitches, your body kind of freaks out, you know, like, oh my goodness, I'm getting scraped and, stabulated on purpose.
Yeah, I
And your
almost
body's like,
threw up.
ugh. Yeah, and so imagine having that constantly through your entire life. I mean, 24 hours a day. It's insane,
Yep.
And I'm not saying what she did was right because it wasn't,
No.
but at some point you just snap, and this, I don't know. It's so hard. Oh,
I do agree with you, John. I do agree that she's saying, here, these are your ways out. And the other one was saying, these are why they feel the way they do. They both actually should work together to
right.
try to make everything work the best for the victim, whoever that is. And it's like,
Mm,
but every situation is different. And
it is.
protection orders, how many people have been, they walk right through them. There's a reason, they'll say, you
They
walk right
don't.
through a piece of paper. They don't care.
A lot of people they don't care. They don't care about a protection order. They don't care about those things. If they're all in with somebody like that, they're going to go.
Absolutely.
Whether this is a piece of paper to them, they don't care.
Yep. When you get a tattoo, you fall asleep. The first one I ever got, I about passed out. I about threw up. And I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but I'm
I
okay now.
Yeah, I have a high pain tolerance too. When my husband was tattooing my arm, my leg started to twitch involuntarily, and it was just like one part of my arm. My leg would just randomly twitch. And
Huh.
he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I can't help it.
I
Like you're
don't
hitting a
know.
weird nerve that like my leg just it's like, when you go to the doctor and they hit your knee and your leg it was like that. It was so weird. But yeah, there's tons of people that fall asleep.
I agree with you, Daddy Shortnuts, to
Mm,
an extent, because there are people that lie about it. And that's the
mm,
bad thing. And they get people in trouble because they are lying about it and they know they can. So it's like there's got to be a balance somewhere. And if you get caught lying about something like that, then I think you get the punishment that person that you told the lie about would have gotten. Don't do that. Like you can destroy somebody's life that way.
mhm.
The only reason he didn't take this out on the kids was because she got it instead, and he said he was going to do her that night. Yeah. And then who would step in between him and the kids? Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing too, especially when there's kids involved. Not saying
Yeah.
sometimes abusers only target one versus the others, right?
Yeah.
And that's a whole other thing. But she was the target of the family. So I'm sure that was another thing going on in her brain. Like, oh my goodness, my kids. If I'm not here, he's going to go after them next. Who knows,
Who knows? we will never know what she was thinking in that moment, and she may not even know what she was thinking in
Yeah.
that moment. She may
She
not
just
remember.
reacted. She just reacted.
Yeah.
It's such a sad, sad situation.
I mean, the only two people that were there, one's here, one's not. So, you know, that's what her claim is. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any way to prove it or not or disprove it.
Yeah. How old were the kids? Do you know? Did
Well, they were
say?
young. She was pregnant with one,
Okay.
and then one was school aged, and the other one wasn't in school yet. So
So
I
like
think
4,
I think
5.
we determined that one was 4 or 5 when she sent her like half a block down to the neighbors or something like that.
Okay.
So young.
So sad. But even still, even 4 or 5, they still retain things. They still remember things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And just sucks.
And they do start to think it's their fault. And they do
Yep.
start to think this is how you treat people. This is how it's okay. Like,
Yep.
you know?
This cycle never ends, unfortunately. And that's kind of the truth of some people's stories. You know, some people don't get out. Some people can't feel like they can't get out, and they're just stuck. They're just there, you know?
Sorry. I had to think, Dad, you're nuts. As long as the kids aren't annoying like that kid who didn't like bad language. Meanwhile, his mom was driving into houses.
Oh, Betty Broderick. You have to stop saying bad words. Stop saying bad words.
I mean, that phone call was so sad, though. I mean,
It
he
was.
was begging her and crying,
Yeah.
and she just could not shut her mouth. Like,
Yep.
just shut up, woman. Stop talking. Like, you can stop saying the C word every other sentence. Like, you,
I don't think
this,
she could have, though.
I mean, he's a little kid. Like, quit it.
She floored it through his house while she was screaming the C word. She didn't give a shit. She was like, F you, your mother, say when? And just hopped the stairs right into the dining room, dropped the kids off, went out the back door.
Bottom line is taking another human being's life is the last resort. Getting out of a bad marriage is difficult, but you need to do difficult things before you get to unalive somebody. And I don't disagree with you. Like, what she did was not right at all. I guess just, I don't know where on the line of wrong it lies. You know, was it really, really wrong? Was it understandable? Was it justifiable? Like,
No.
I don't know.
You know,
I don't know. 'Cause
Vigilante in me wants to be like, yeah, beep him, right?
yeah.
But that's not a world that we actually live in. You can't just vigilante,
No.
you know, you just can't do that. And that's not the law. And unfortunately, these are the consequences.
That is, we did hear that. And again, and he did lock him in the closet, all of them, when the police were there. When the police were trying to get in, and he wouldn't let them in. He did have her and the kids in the closet.
For what?
They were trying to get in to check on him, and he wouldn't let them in. And that's when her friend that was on the stand yesterday knew where that key was to let him in,
Gotcha.
so they could go. I think it was her. I don't know. They all kind of start. Frank.
What do you say?
I only locked my ex up under the stairs, but I never abused her. Frank.
Frank's like, why won't you let me love you? I'm going to lock you in here. It's going to be like a Harry Potter situation. I'll give you cake and everything. Just love me.
Yeah.
We're going to watch movies and have snacks. It's going to be great.
I am. yeah, Ash, and I know, like, everybody here is, I don't even know where I sit. I don't agree with what she did. I can understand it to a point. I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly what happened. Like, so if you guys don't all abandon me, I'm going to play them. They're 28 minutes long.
What,
And
tonight?
I will play them, no,
Oh.
on Monday. On Monday.
Oh, yeah, I probably won't be here Monday, so I'm good.
I know you won't. So I'm going to play them because I do think that we need to hear them. Because with what woman?
What?
Flashman is going to end up up in a suit. Oh, with Sarah Boone, because he always talks about Sarah Boone.
He does. He does. That and with the other guy. With
He's always
Judge
talking about
Mama.
Sarah Boone, and he's always talking about Taylor. He'll talk about Taylor Business. Judge
No,
who?
like Judge the guy who had Judge Mama.
Judge Mama.
Yeah. Was that her nickname? That was her nickname. That's what he called her. The
Oh,
judge.
Daryl Brooks. Yeah,
that's the other one he
Judge
was
Mommy.
talking about.
Yeah, Judge Mommy. Yeah.
Hey, mommy. Oh, I know how that feels too. No. AJ, you know what I mean. Hey, mommy. What?
All right. On that note, I shall hit play. Let's see what else we're going to.
I don't know what you mean. Whoever. What?
No. People, when Daryl Brooks' trial was on, the judge in Wisconsin, Judge Joro, they called her Judge Mommy because she's
No,
pretty.
I mean, her other comment up there says, "Sorry, Gabby, I just have to know what they are."
Oh,
in the
what state they are in at that time.
What? Where? Who? When? What?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, maybe she's talking about jury instructions. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea what was happening. I was like, what did I say? What did I do?
Yeah, Carmen did top that with her. I love you. Love you. Bye.
Yeah. I love you, Judge. Bye.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm not expecting you to give us every instance when you experience this, but just to give the jury an idea of some instances along these lines. Do you have any other instance in which you saw similar results?
Yes, an example that would be helpful in understanding the bite of those orders, which so many people may think is just a piece of paper. There was one case where the domestic abuse was more typical. It was pushing, shoving, emotional abuse. Then it got to a kind of a stalking stage, and then started stalking her boss and started getting it outside of their circle, which I think made her realize now it's gone too far. And in that situation, we had a protective order issued, and I believe on 3 separate occasions he violated it. The first time, the court sentenced him to a certain period of day, the minimum amount. Second time, tacked on about an additional 10 days. And the most recent time, 60 days. And the 60 days has been served to my knowledge, and I have not heard any more violations. They are now divorced as of about 2 weeks ago, and that protective order stays in effect for a while.
Any other instances that I asked you to think of several instances when these have worked and you've done so. Any other instances?
One that was a little more recent involved numerous accounts where this person did try to get help. And in particular, she was married about 12 years, had young children. On one occasion, her husband tried to strangle her, and the way she got help was asking for her kids to help her. And that's in her situation where she realized she'd crossed a line in allowing a certain amount to happen when she was relying on a 10-year-old to save her life. At that point, we discussed the protective order. She requested it. It was granted. And at that point, he violated it in a little more scary of a way than just mailings. He would actually follow her, stalk her. She could tell he'd been in her home, may not have been able to prove it, but she was sure he'd been there. And every time she turned it in. And to my knowledge, there have not been any further violations since the last one, which was about the 4th time. And they are now divorced, both live in this area. There's visitation for the children, and the protective order is still in effect in that case. The visitation occurs with a third party to be the person for drop-off and pickup.
Are there instances in which, do you recall any instances in which the protective orders have continual violation has resulted in even a more severe penalty?
Yes. In one case in particular, there was a case where a woman had been she was married about 18 years, young children. Her husband had physically abused her more or less the entire marriage. Once again, something happened. I call it the trigger. In this case, she learned that he had been sexually abusing their teenage daughter while in bed with their other daughter. The 2 girls shared a bed. That sent Mom to a point where she realized, I've got to get this to stop. Protective order was immediately issued. In that case, it also, of course, started an immediate criminal action against the father for the sex abuse. A protective order was issued. He was communicating with her from the jail before he was convicted, and those were actually tacked on to his prison time because he ended up being convicted and is into the pen to this day. And the divorce order states in that case that upon his release from the prison, the protective order remains in effect.
And I know you didn't sit down and explain all of these instances because some of them arose after your contact with the defendant in this case, but is it your testimony that you have explained to this defendant the various ways to get help and assistance in dealing with a problem of domestic abuse?
Yes, I did.
And it sounds like in a number of those instances, not only were you able to protect the woman who was experiencing the abuse, but the man that was causing the problem was also finally, I don't know if rehabilitated is the right word, but he actually changed his behavior.
His behavior was addressed by court order, whether it be through the batterer's education program or just plain learned response. Every time he would misbehave, there would be a reaction that was not pleasant. And eventually, between those two processes, I'd like to think some people were cured or at least would think twice about doing it. But there are those cases where that doesn't work, but they are very few.
So, and there are other agencies that are available to abused people suffering domestic abuse?
Yes, many agencies.
Here in Shelby County?
Yes, shelters, support. Advocates come to court more than they don't. Almost all of those cases I was talking about where they're requesting a protective order, the victim brings someone with her from domestic abuse centers, which is very helpful. My job as a prosecutor, usually those assistants are someone who maybe has experienced the problem and is a good support for her.
So if we did feel that Ms. Schipper yesterday was painting a picture in which there was no way out of this, I think she called it a cycle of violence. That's the wrong way to look at this.
I do not believe that's true in Shelby County. I don't believe this case had to end this way. I think that there were choices that we gave Dixie in particular that she chose not to take, and those choices have been proven over and over to be effective if allowed to take their course.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Do you know Lori Schipper?
No, I don't. I know who she is, but I've never met her.
You ever taken any classes from her?
Not from her, but through the coalition. That's where many of us receive information as well as training.
And you've heard the term cycle of violence?
Yes, I have.
And the power and control?
Yes, I have. I'm aware of both of those.
And the wheel of control, cycle of violence, and how all those fit together?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You've practiced law for, is it 13 years now?
Correct.
During that entire time, have you prosecuted domestic abuse cases?
Yes.
Is it common to have victims not cooperate in those cases?
Yes.
Is it very common for them not to cooperate?
I think it's very common for them to have that attitude to begin with, but I feel I have been successful in helping them understand, many of them, that if they cooperate, it will help them get out.
But they don't cooperate routinely, isn't that
Some
correct?
don't.
And are there many of them who refuse to testify?
I'd say whatever number doesn't want to cooperate is the same number that won't testify. I mean, if they're willing to work with me on a prosecution, they will testify.
But there are a number of them that will not do that, correct?
I'd say probably half.
Possibly more? You run the numbers on it?
I did not run the numbers. I'm going from my gut.
Okay. And are there a number of them who ask for no contact orders to be dropped?
Yes.
And that routinely happens also, doesn't it?
It's routinely requested.
And are there women in particular who get abused again after that process?
Do you mean after they've resumed their relationship?
Yes.
Yes.
And maybe even a third or fourth time, isn't that correct?
I'm sure that's true.
And you've had persons that you've prosecuted numerous times for domestic abuse on the same victim, correct?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Because they go back, correct?
Some do, some don't.
And sometimes that's just a cycle that you go through, isn't it? I mean, it happens over and over again with that same person, that same perpetrator.
Yeah, I consider that to be a cycle within our own cycle of prosecution. It's part of it.
It does happen, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
You talked about Chapter 236 when we're talking about civil no contact orders. When did that chapter pass the code?
That I don't know, but I believe it's been in effect as long as I've been practicing.
Do you know for sure?
No, I don't. I do know the domestic abuse registry started in 1998. So if the domestic abuse chapter wasn't actually in effect in 1991, I think it was very soon thereafter. I don't remember practicing without it.
You made a comment on direct examination that there can be quick and immediate help with the cooperation of the victim. Isn't that correct?
That's correct.
You need that, don't you?
We need at least evidence of something happening. If the victim doesn't make a complaint to us and no third party saw it, we obviously cannot do anything.
Do you also prosecute violations of no contact orders?
Yes, I do.
And there's a fair number of those prosecutions, correct?
Less than the actual complaints, of course, but it's common.
There would necessarily have to be fewer of those than actual complaints.
Sometimes one guy will violate more than once in one case.
Okay. But those are prosecuted routinely, correct?
Yes, they are.
Which means that they're happening routinely, correct? The violations.
Actually, when I was trying to find the data and I came up with that figure of 1 in every 9 days, I went through that list printed by the clerk's office, and I just put in my head, well, actually, in the yellow note highlighter, I just marked the ones that rang a bell with me in a sense that I had some involvement. And I think it's about half of them, which indicates to me the other half, they're getting their order and we never hear a word from them. And I'm assuming, correct, whether it be just plain there aren't any problems anymore, or if they're not complaining, I don't know why.
Or you're just not getting the reports,
yes,
correct?
But for half of them, there are not problems.
You talked about mandatory arrest provisions and that there's things that have to be done in domestic abuse cases. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is one of the things about domestic abuse cases that guns cannot be returned to persons convicted of domestic abuse?
Yes.
And if guns were returned, that would be illegal, wouldn't it? If there was a domestic abuse conviction, guns should not be returned, should they?
To whom?
To the perpetrator.
In my opinion, no.
Ever, should they?
Unless there's a court order to the contrary, which I know there was in this case.
Yeah, but the law says you're not supposed to do that, doesn't it? It does, doesn't it?
I assume so, yes. I did not look at the gun language before I came over, but I have always assumed that's what it means.
Did you know that Mark Hervey testified that Scott violated the no contact order while Dixie was in Texas by making calls to her and contacting her routinely?
Objection, Your Honor. That's not what the record was. He said he heard it later on, is what I recall of his testimony.
You might want to rephrase the question. I don't know, unless you want to go back and go through the testimony.
But do you see anything where Scott was prosecuted for violating no contact orders while Dixie was in Texas?
Not to my knowledge, nothing had been complained to us that there was contact.
No report from the sheriff, no report from anybody of violating the no contact order, correct?
You know, just letters from Dixie that she wanted it to go away. That's the only contact we had from Dixie or Scott.
But no prosecutions for violating a no contact order. That's my sole question right now.
No, we believe she was in Texas and I didn't know any more than that.
There was reference to no contact orders being a piece of paper only. And you hear that all the time by victims. Was that your testimony on direct?
I didn't say all the time. I hear it quite often. That is the perception.
I believe your words were, I hear it all the time by victims.
Okay.
Are you now modifying that?
Yeah, that was probably stating what I mean is it's a common thing that I hear quite often.
And victims believe that, don't they?
The victims that say that, I think, believe it.
They're not making that up, are they?
Whether they're afraid or not?
No, whether they think it's just a piece of paper and that it can't protect them because it's only a piece of paper.
I don't know if they're making it up or not, but they say it to me.
Initially, Dixie was cooperative and then eventually wanted the no contact orders lifted, correct?
Which case are you talking about?
Both.
All three?
Yeah, well, they're the two that were prosecuted to conclusion.
Yes.
In 1997. And you also made a comment on direct examination that there's a perception by victims that there is no way out. Do you recall saying that?
If that was in response to...
Well, do you recall saying that their perception by victims is that there is no way out?
Yes.
And there are some women, and we're talking about women in this case because of the context of this case, but there are some women who can actually break out of that cycle of violence, aren't there?
Yes, there are.
And you've given some examples of that.
Yes, I have.
And there are some that don't break out, aren't there?
That's true.
Did you check your records for examples of those kinds of situations?
This one is the one that comes to my mind. And other than that, I do not know of any case that there continues to be a problem and we have not either prosecuted or we don't have knowledge of it. I don't know of any other case.
That's just it. You don't know, do you?
Not in my experience.
They don't always report, do they?
No.
And sometimes the violence just doesn't stop. Isn't that true?
In some cases, I'm sure that's true.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you.
Just briefly, Your Honor. The defendant, Dixie Shanahan, never made any report from Texas to the sheriff or to you that she was being contacted by Scott Shanahan?
No.
She never made any, never in those letters or in her calls to, as far as you knew, as Scott, or Deputy Hervey, did she report, I'm being contacted, there's a violation of the no contact order?
That's true. In her letter where she requested it, there was nothing in there that said we're already together anyway. Nothing like that that led us to believe anything other than she's in Texas, he's in Defiance, and there had been no contact.
And the return of the firearms, again, there's no question that the court entered an order directing the sheriff's department to return the firearms to Scott Shanahan and that he have them sold, I'm not sure about all the terms, but sold with the proceeds donated to charity.
Correct?
All right. So that, I don't know about violations of law, but that was a court order.
Yes, it was.
All right.
And the sheriff's department would have been in violation of a court order if it had ignored it.
All right.
And I think if you look at that order, you will see the spirit of it was not to hand those guns over to Scott Shanahan. The spirit of it was to get rid of him, but not have him financially lose out as a result of that. Let him have the proceeds from the sale.
All right. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Well, that would have been sad if he would have lost out on that because he didn't have a job, so he didn't have any money. That was a hard witness. Haley, I will do you one better. There, Bobby, you can see now that Haley said hi to you using emojis.
He's probably sleeping again.
I gotta switch back. I'm not used to being on that side of you.
Oh. I didn't even realize.
Oh, Puddle Town.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That was crazy. I didn't like it. Let me get my next video up. So, yeah. All I can say here is that a hard witness is going to find. Sometimes. That little brat won't even see this. Well, I tried, Haley. I tried.
Well, he can go back, but he probably won't. He's just gonna come in and be like, beep you, or he'll just pop in and be like, people.
Or like he did today and just say fart.
Yeah. He'll just be like, fart. How about that? It's like, okay, what are you, cash me outside, girl? Jesus.
That was funny. I'm sure attorneys hate to be in court on the witness stand being questioned by other attorneys. It's got to be tough. Like, shut up. Somebody object. Like, I don't know. And you know, Sir Frank, a small town may have been even worse about it. It's a town of 350 people. Who knows how many, like, oh, so you name 3 times and you appear. Like the county I live in, the sheriff's department is, I don't know, 10 minutes from my house. It's not that far. But they have the county itself is a big county. They can't get everywhere quickly. And it's kind of, it's scary. Here, Bobby, this is what you missed. That right there on the screen.
Yeah. And she even said make sure that he knows she used 2 emojis. And whoever, Bobby, Haley said 2 emojis.
And they're cats. Just so you're aware. And then there's North Andover, Mass, where they give restraining orders to pothead firefighters and allow them to take your baby.
Exactly.
I cannot.
And that's pronounced Andover?
Oh,
Just
God.
then.
I was pretty sure I mispronounced it, but I didn't know. I would say Andover. Like,
I feel like
you would say get bent, and I would say bend over.
Let me try to say it with Oz. Ready?
Oz.
No, hold on. Say it how you say it. The city.
Andover. That's the sound the R makes.
Andover.
You can do it.
Horrifying. That's horrible for my jaw. That's just horrible. I never want to do that again.
Yes, I know your county, Frank. It's been a while since I've lived there, so I can't speak on
Oh
that.
yeah, Sir Frank is from where you're from.
He's from my hometown, but I will not dox him.
Nebraska. Andover.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't get it?
Don't get
You
what?
didn't.
I like
don't
two
you-
cats, Bobby said.
Okay. That's you were giving her crap for not saying hi to you with emojis yesterday. So she said hi to you with emojis and you weren't here.
Two.
So
Two emojis.
2 emojis.
I can't speak English. You're absolutely correct.
Cops also had to be able to get there in time. Called the cops on a DV situation. It took them 3 hours to arrive. Yes. That's a problem.
All right. Well,
when
that
they
was
can't
yesterday.
get there. Maybe AJ. Helicopter.
Helicopter, helicopter.
Ours
I love
are.
that dancer.
I can't.
Ours.
Ours are.
I feel like I'm saying arse, like a arse.
Arse. You arse. Stop being an arse. I always pronounce it bend over. Me too. Andover.
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 It's so funny.
I can't even do the.
Gabby, not over. Okay.
I can't do.
Alright.
It doesn't matter if I say the va because I can't do the. I can't do the beginning sound like you either.
What? Andover?
Yes, there. It's. I say and.
No, it's and.
You don't put the D.
Andover.
You don't put any end letters on anything.
Hey, I don't know. Gabby, say what?
I only have a Boston accent when I've been drinking. maybe that's when mine comes out, and I don't drink very much anymore. So
Well, I lost a lot of it, but when I'm around my family who still live up there, it gets real thick. And then my husband has no idea what anybody is saying, and he's like over there with his decoder ring, trying to follow what's happening in the conversation. He looks at me, he's like, "What?"
hello over Gabby, not Ova.
Yeah. Andover.
If she was on airplane and she said over, she'd be like, Ova, what?
Yeah. 10-4, over.
Oh, sorry.
Copy.
Gabby, say Reese's. Reese's.
Reese's.
Say,
I don't know.
she is selective. She only likes certain R's. And she
Yeah,
likes to add them.
not everybody.
It's fine.
I like who?
It's not just Gabby. What?
What'd you say?
When you're,
Oh,
what?
Adam?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Never mind. What did Frank say?
When you're getting poisoned rectally, they'll probably use arsenic.
Exactly. See, Frank gets it. Arsenic. You know what I'm saying?
Party sounds like potty.
Potty.
Potty. Oh my gosh.
Potty.
So, right now, Miss Madison's favorite, well, other than Elma, but this little bear
Mm-hmm.
that's on Miss Rachel that sings about the song is it's potty time. It's not party time, but it's potty time.
Potty.
Every time
Yeah.
that bear comes on the screen, her face lights up. I don't care what she's doing. She could be in full meltdown. If that bear came up, she would be like crying, laughing, and crying and laughing. Like, I'm still mad. I'm still going to cry, but I love this so much.
Bobby, you don't want me to say that.
I do. It's a potty poopa.
Yes, basically. Potty poopa. Potty poopa. Don't ask. You know, I mean, guys, come on. This is the crap my sister and my husband make me say. My sister comes over and she's like, say this. And my husband's like, say that. And say this. And they're they're just laughing at me the whole time. Asking me to say words.
Well, I can tell you this. If you really, and you really don't want, if you want to hear Gabby's Boston come out heavy, it's when she's mad.
Oh, when I get mad, forget about it.
Yeah, like it is all out there, and sometimes
We're
it's
gonna do that
glorious.
right now, Gabby.
So sometimes it's glorious. I'm not gonna lie, I love it.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I just saw something.
Yeah, I was trying to get
Poopa, scopa. Oh, wait, poopa?
Troopa,
Troopa?
Troopa, Koopa.
Poopa, troopa, koopa. Poopa, troopa, koopa. You want to confuse someone from Massachusetts? Ask them to say that fucking 25 times fast. Holy shite. Good lord. That's a nightmare.
Yes, I was thinking that same thing, Haley.
Poopa, troopa?
Poopa. It's an ABBA song.
Yeah, I know.
Super Trooper. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I was thinking the same thing.
Ashanada 91. I don't know her full song.
No wonder they didn't like tea. It was too highbrow for them commoners. Commoners. Check out the frupa on the poopa troopa.
The fupa. He's talking about a fupa.
Fupa. Did I have an R?
Fupa
Did
on
I
that
put an R?
fupa troopa.
Oh my gosh. Tea is delicious. Super pooper.
Poopa. Super poopa.
He's
Poopa
super,
scoopa?
super pooper with a pooper scooper. Enjoy your dinner, Bobby.
Oh my god! Seriously, if I wish my husband was home because he would be unalive right now. Like you have no idea. He'd be like, "Guys, keep telling her to say this."
A pooper, a super pooper, pooper scooper. That's super. Super. Oh, I'm doing just fine. Well, thank you. Nice, Frank. It's playing in Mamma Mia. Whew, senior year.
Here I go again. Super poopa scoopa.
Talk about all the gross stuff you want. The inner. See now. I just lost that word. What is it?
I don't know. You're asking someone who barely speaks English.
Well, I want to say machinations, but I don't think that's right. Of my mind are an enigma. Don't use big words. That's a rule. That's my only rule.
I don't know. Toddler level words here. I mean,
All I could think. Yeah. Like,
okay, Ash. Ready? Super poopa scoopa playing with my Cuda.
Thanks, Haley.
So close, AJ. Ooh, so close.
I won't ever say it again because all I could think of
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
is a juicer that I can't think of the dumb word, and it starts with an M. I will never say that ever. Ash.
Indubitably. I can say that one at least. There's no Oz in that one.
I will never say that. A juicer. Now, I'm gonna have to look up freaking
or
word.
natural, Ash.
Yes, a juicer. That starts with an M, and it's the way that it juices the fruit. It doesn't. It's.
When it
Never
juices
mind.
it, does it say mmm?
No,
That starts with an M.
it really looks like it just tortures it.
Oh. Kind of like the
But I
grapefruit video that you've never seen, that you should never ever seen, saw.
I don't
Hey,
want to see
T1.
that. Hey, T1. He's like, I don't.
How do you
No.
say that word?
Oh, now there are ways to juice a fruit. Yes. I have to.
It actually is. Ash, send Bobby the grapefruit video because Clearly, he hasn't seen that one. Ventriloquist?
All right, you've got chat for a minute.
Okay. You mean I don't know what that is. Like, stop. There are many ways to choose a fruit. 100%, Ash. I mean, you know,
Machination. Masticating. Thank you, Heidel.
masticating.
Yes.
So, what is it? What does that mean?
It doesn't. So, like, yes, it's chewing. Thank you.
Oh, the machine chews it and spits
Yes.
it out.
But
Like
no,
already been chewed gum.
it's machinations.
That
You
you
the
mean
little
the
guy.
Macarena? The Macarena dance?
The little. That's the crafty to act of scheming or plotting. Oh, there's even a YouTube video on it on how to pronounce it correctly.
Oh, well, I mean, it's never too late to learn, right?
Wow, there's lots of things on it. A lot of people do not know how to pronounce that word. I just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
Wow.
So, all right, well. Machination? That's not what the guy says.
That doesn't help me at all. You need to separate it with dashes and, like, just spell it how it sounds, not how it's spelled, right?
Listen,
So-
this is how he says it. Sorry if this hope it's not like super loud. Machination.
Machination.
But there's no mash.
Well, hold on. Who says it?
It's Mac.
Machination.
Maybe in the UK is
Mash-
CH is a machication. Machinations. Machinations? He says
Mashed potato
machinations.
nation.
I don't know. I'm not going to give you the answer. Y'all have smart devices. Yep. Machination. That's right.
Yeah. Hey, Macarena.
Masticating is like a mama bird.
Ash
You're a
Macklemore.
serial masticator.
Macklemore. Masturbation.
You know, like machine. Machine.
Machine.
That's how this guy would say it. Machine. You're trying to type the song too. Everybody's going to be singing ABBA tonight. And if you don't know what ABBA is, you're going to have to look it up. I can't play it.
I don't need to look it up. It's already playing in my
Sound
head.
like Sean Connery.
I will find you. And I will unalive you.
ABBA doesn't suck.
You know what? He said that about another band, and I was like, you suck. I couldn't even, like, hold it
Stop
back.
it.
Oh, it was Rush.
Oh, well. Sorry.
Cut it out, AJ.
It's all in your imagination.
Imagination. Rush doesn't suck.
I like to Mac my nation. Wait, did they sing that one song?
What
Tom
song?
Sawyer. Did they sing a song about Tom Sawyer?
Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, that's
No,
okay. That one's fine. But then it's just like goes on and on and on and on. And it's like, please stop. I liked this much of it, not this much of it. Don't. I should know. I should have known
right,
better.
Bad Dazzer?
I should have known better.
Right, Bad Dazzer? Some people have taste in music.
Anyone who doesn't like Rush has not listened to them. Well,
Exactly.
that'd be true.
Thank you, AT1. Thank you.
It's just too much. I just
No, you
can't
shut
listen
up
to
with
them.
it. You shut up with it.
I
Don't
can't.
bash Rush. Tom's brother?
I'm
Question
not
mark?
going because he said today's Tim Sawyer, so he said Tom's brother. Eva doesn't suck. That is too nice. Timmy. All right, we got like 10 minutes, not even.
Are you sure?
Yes. So let's do it. I
Mashed
don't
potato
like
more. Yeah, let's mashed potato it more. Whatever that word was.
machinations. Machinations.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Macarenas.
I don't ever want to see it again. That's what I know.
I don't ever want to see that again. Never do my eyes want to look upon that horrid word. It's
Ever
so
wanna see-
horrid.
ever want to see that word again.
Every time I see it, I'm going to pull my glasses away so I can no longer see it.
That's true. That's
Ever.
true. Yep.
I'm just going
I'll
to
be
pull them
like,
up.
I can't see anything. What? No, I can't see it. Deidre's a Rush fan too. All right. Well, you guys have it.
Come on. Rush is, you know, I don't know. Just, there's so many awesome things about Rush.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, go into the band words and add that word, Gabby.
What?
Machinations.
Machination? Oh,
Machinations.
machinations. Overrated.
I need
You
to
would
learn
say
the
that, Bobby.
lyrics of YYZ and La Villa. What? I can't even say that one.
Listen. Is this another one we're gonna have to not see again?
I can't say that last word. Strangiato.
Rush is not on the banned words list. If it is, I'm gonna go and unban it.
It's not on the band.
You better-
word
No, but
list.
he might be able to go and ban that word.
He did
And if it
not.
is, I'm gonna unban it. You better cut it out, Puddletown. You better cut it out right now.
I will not yell at you for disliking Elvis. I don't like the Beatles.
Who doesn't like the Beatles? You don't like the Beatles?
No, they are overrated and they suck.
What? Holy frickin', wait a minute.
Don't Paul McCartney me ever.
This is
Thank you, Bobby.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. How can
Even-
you not like the Beatles? How can you not like the Beatles? Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Mama Wow. Mama Wow in here. She's like, fight, fight, fight.
Don't let them fool you. That's an instrumental. The thing I can't say. Thank you, Frank. Thank you for having my back. Pink Floyd is good and way better than the Beatles. Thank you, John. See, sorry. I know I'm not the only one that doesn't like the Beatles.
Get out of here with this shit. Elvis is... I mean, I don't even understand you people. You guys gotta
Elvis
watch
is
some
overrated.
docu-series with these bands. They, oh my god, they created so much of the music industry in the music world. Yeah, Nebraska woman. All right, calm down. Calm down. What did you have in Nebraska? Spoon tipping? What's going on?
Spoon tipping?
Listen. This is where we get angry.
I'll take a little Janis Joplin.
I do like Janis Joplin. I like a lot of music.
Yeah,
That's true. Elvis did ruin Elvis.
I'm not a Bowie fan.
I like David Bowie too. I like
Kansas
black
has
metal.
got a song.
I like Kansas.
Black
Queen.
metal. Is that a type or a band?
It's a genre of music. Death metal, pretty much.
Oh, death metal. No, can't do that.
I love it. I love it all. I thought it was cow tipping.
Yeah, it was cow tipping.
Yeah.
Spoon
corn
tipping.
shucking.
What the hell is spoon tipping?
I don't know. Nebraska. That's not what I think of when I think of Nebraska. They're just out there just tipping over spoons. It's the only thing they do over there. I don't know. Queen is...
It's Queen's fine.
No, Queen... I don't even know if you guys can understand that Queen is like a musical genius. You guys won't even understand that. You guys don't even like Rush. What is the matter with you? You guys even like the Beatles. I can't even talk to you people. That's it. I can't talk to you people musically. I can't. No.
But I'm not the only one. There's more in chat, Bad Dazzer, and I know I'm not the only one because I have heard other people discuss it because they're like, this probably won't be popular, but I don't like the Beatles. And I'm like, oh no, it's super popular over here. Just I'm not over there, so I can't tell you.
No. Yeah.
Ringo, no. George, no, no. Ugh. When he went out on his own, no. And don't eat. What was Paul McCartney's other dumb band called? Wings? No.
Wings?
Yeah.
Like flying wings?
Yeah, something dumb.
I don't know about anything about that. Yeah, Queen is amazing. I'm completely obsessed. I love Queen.
Yeah, I am just Ringo just put out a new album. That's sad.
How old is he?
Like
500?
Yes, Wings. Thank you. Ringo was the best Mr. Conductor.
I don't know, Ash, but now I want chicken wings. Thanks a lot. I'm only saying that because I don't have chicken wings, son of a bee.
Wings? They weren't allowed that. What do you mean? What? That's what it was
Who was
called.
it?
It was called Wings.
Haley knows. Haley knows. She's from England. She's from where this band is.
Shinny already just said I was right. Wings. I'm telling you.
AC/DC. Yeah, AC/DC is a great
AC/DC.
band. Yeah.
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 I don't think I know a single Rush song. I know one. Tom Sawyer. It is surfing. It's so bad. It is so bad. It's like nothing different.
You just gotta, I don't know, man. Change your, I don't know, eardrums or something, because this is just absolutely beyond ridiculous to me. I can't even.
The fifth Beatle, Clarence Walker.
Get out of here, Daddy Short Nuts, you.
Oh, I meant to say they weren't all that. Okay, well, we agree. YYZ, you have to hear it. Why do I? Just wondering.
He played a tiny magic conductor. Mama, wow, stop it. Oh, Kiss. Kiss is fucking awesome. I love Kiss.
Oh, it's my sister-in-law's like favorite band. She loved
Kiss,
them.
AC/DC, all those like 80s hair bands.
The
Fleetwood Mac, heck yeah.
Yeah, I like Fleetwood Mac. Wait, Paul McCartney was also in the Beat Brothers Band-Aid.
Wait,
His own
what? They
name
were on
band. The Beat Brothers.
the Beat Brother Band-Aid band? What is happening? Who names a band Band-Aid? That doesn't make any sense.
Not gonna lie, a little upset my mutual mastication joke didn't land. Sorry. Oh, I freaking love Air Supply. And if anybody says they don't like Air Supply, we might have to
I
fight
like
for reals.
No, I like it.
I love Air Supply. That is one
Yeah,
thing. That's if I hear it on the radio, you don't touch that station till it's
No,
over.
Bobby, that doesn't. Just because I like Kiss that doesn't negate that I also like Rush.
I like Whitesnake. You hate Air Supply? Of course you would hate Air Supply. Because they're...
Unbelievable.
Of course you would.
Bobby, did your cat just whisper that in your ear?
Hate Air Supply.
Yeah. Yeah. Hate Air Supply. The Beastie Boys. Hell yeah. Black Sabbath? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like the Beastie Boys. Yeah, no. You can't play it too much.
What? Air Supply?
Air Supply.
Yeah,
It was
if
like...
you play Air Supply too much, you get super high. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, ha, ha. The cats are bosses. True that. And they will always try to trip you and cause you to fall down and die. if they're out of food and you're trying to get to their bowl to dump it in there and they're walking in between your legs and you're like, I can't walk and I'm going to trip and die. Thank you. And you will starve to death.
Fat Desert. It's because Bobby is all out of love.
He is. And he's so lost without us. He knows we are right.
Dio!
It does take courage to admit I like air supply. It actually didn't take any courage at all. I'm all out of love. No, I'm all out of bullets. No! Dio. My kid's like Diana. Burt Bacharach? Who's that?
What?
I feel like I shouldn't. What? You've never heard of Air Supply?
She's from Canada. Give her a break.
They could go to Canada.
I don't think they ever have, apparently.
Yeah, see, everybody's singing Air Supply now. Except Ash.
Ash is like, what's Air Supply?
Elton John's fine, except for freaking Benny and the Jets and Crocodile Rock. I cannot stand those two songs.
Benny and the Jets.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Oh, it's such a classic song. Billy Joel, Elton John, they're all good, man.
UFO and Hawkwind. Hawk Tua. I don't know.
Hawk Tua.
I hate that song. I hate it. I hate it. Stop
I
it.
love it. I love it. I love it all.
I hate all of it. I hate it here. Sounds like farts coming out of speakers.
That's
Jets.
exactly what I hear when you speak.
All right. Well, now that nobody mentioned Meatloaf, I freaking
Oh.
like
How do
Meatloaf.
you not like Meatloaf?
I love Meatloaf.
Who doesn't like Meatloaf? If you don't like, get the heck
I said
out of
nobody
here. You don't like
mentioned it.
Meatloaf. How do you not like Meatloaf?
Sorry. I'll have it stuck in my head, too. I just said the names. Gabby started singing it.
I did, because someone put Benny, and I think it was whoever.
I don't think
Meatloaf
that's
sucks.
how that...
Get out. But Meatloaf sucks. What do you like? I mean, who hates
That's
Meatloaf?
right. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. His name is Robert Paulson. R.I.P. Robert Paulson.
Yeah, I know. My name is Robert Paulson.
Yes, you... I like Meatloaf more than all of you. That's fine. That's fine. This makes me laugh. I don't think that's... I don't think that's the worst, Frank.
I love those songs. She always...
She's always a bitch to me. I think that's not... I don't think that one's in there. You'll all never know
Billy
Meatloaf
Joel,
like I
though.
did.
He's great.
Never. All right. I know this much.
They just like, oh my god, my brain went faster than my mouth. It's like, Meatloaf?
He's my favorite loaf.
That's for third.
That's the third. I think
That's for
I guess
third.
he'd have to be my favorite loaf too, because that's... I guess, nah.
He was
I would say I like
her.
bread,
Damn
but
it.
the band bread is yucky. It's just like, oh, stop. That is a very good song, Snipe. Me too.
I actually like For Crying Out Loud.
It's a very long song, but it's very good. I hate the band Cake.
I don't know why, but that just reminded me of that song. Cake
Is
by
that
the
the go?
ocean.
Is that the Going the Distance song?
Going the distance. I'm going for speed.
Speed. I like that song.
I like that song too. It's the final countdown.
I will not stop believing because Journey's also good. All right, Ash figured it out.
Journey is so good. Don't stop believing. I'm trying to like sing it where like YouTube doesn't like recognize that I'm singing the song.
Stop singing that. That one song by Bread. snipe your picture, was an ode to his father. It is very good. I would give everything I... Okay, well, fine. I didn't know it was about his dad. That's great. I'm sorry. That one. I'll let that one slide. You hate Metallica?
Who hates Metallica?
Oh, he said, Lamau, like his cat.
Yeah. I don't think that means what you think it means, AJ. He's just laughing at Puddletown for liking Metallica.
You hate Bon Jovi.
What? Get the beep out of here. Who hates Bon Jovi?
Puddletown. Who do you like, Puddletown?
My Lord. I don't think
Bachman Turner Overdrive. I don't know. I can't name anything they sing, but I have heard of them.
Random fact while I cook. Did you know you're not supposed to put butter or oil when frying mushrooms? Yes, Ash, and if you asked me that, I would have told you.
What are you supposed to fry them in?
I don't know her system when she cooks mushrooms, but I heat the pan up first, and then I put a thin layer of butter on it, and then I put the mushroom in. I don't know what her system is over there, or how high her stove is.
It depends on what kind of mushroom. Because here, the morels are popping up. So those you have to flour and fry.
I don't know about anybody named Morel, but I'm not buttering it or frying anyone named that.
Well, they're good. But you have to go find them in the woods. I can find them. They're fine. I'll eat one or two of them. My husband loves them, but he can't find them.
No, AJ, I'm not foraging for anything. The only foraging I'm doing is driving my ass to the damn grocery store and getting whatever's packaged.
Well, you can't buy them in the store.
Well, then too bad for me. I'll never have them.
Like you can this time of year if there's enough for people to sell them to the store for them to charge you a huge price per pound to buy. So I just go look. If I can't find any, then we just don't have any. And I haven't had time to look this year, so we just don't have any.
I mean, I'm good. We would never have any because I wouldn't be looking. So.
Okay, can we get back to Bush?
I mean, can we?
I think we can.
Is that also a band? Because good Lord.
It is. It is. Damn it. But I'm talking about Paul Bush. Criminalist.
All right. I'm on mute.
All right. I'm going to hit play.
Do it.
Mr. Bush, yesterday we heard some testimony in this case from the defendant regarding a certain location in the bedroom, and I'd like to visit with you a little bit about some of your work in the bedroom. Let me call your attention to exhibit number 9B, I believe it's called. This is received into evidence. Are you familiar with this diagram?
Yes.
And I think in order to get it oriented properly, it should be up like this if north is to be the top. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. The bedroom door that leads into the bedroom at the Shanahan residence, the northeast bedroom, where is that located so the jury understands?
That entrance into that master bedroom is right here.
And that's the area that was, there was a cardboard box laid against it. There was a towel rolled under there. And then there were some objects in the hallway here. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, you've described for us, and I won't make you go through all the earlier testimony regarding your entry into the bedroom, but after the discovery of the body of Scott Shanahan in the bedroom, did you and Mr. Franzenberg take any measurements of the room?
Yes, we did.
And what kind of measurements did you take, if you could tell us?
As far as the room is concerned, we took overall measurements of the room. We took measurements of what we felt were key pieces in the room to give us accurate representation of positions of items in the room in relation to the body so we could do a crime scene sketch, specifically measuring in where the bed was present in the room and the body on it, so we could get dimensions, I guess, as to overall size of the room and place that bed in that room.
All right, so I noticed there's a note on here. The diagram itself is not to scale, but do you have the actual measurements, the inside dimensions of this room and certain distances?
Yes, we do. When I say that, we used what's called like a CAD drawing. It's a drawing program that you can get, say, at Kmart or Walmart or any place for doing these types of sketches. So what we did do is put in the overall measurements of this room. The external measurements of the room are fairly accurate, within inches or so. What we could not do is give you the exact measurements, for example, of this aquarium or the dressers or things. We did take exact measurements of the beds in that room and their location in the room, the windows that were in that room, and the position of the body. But after that, then those other measurements, like the little nightstands here, this little stand here, those were not exact measurements.
All right. Let me ask you, did you take a measurement of just the overall width of the room from the interior wall here to the interior wall to the east?
Yes.
And what's the width of the bedroom that we see in Exhibit 9A where you found the body of Scott Shanahan?
The width of that bedroom was 15 feet 9 inches.
All right. And then did you take a measurement from the inside south wall, right around here, to the north wall, the interior north wall?
Yes.
And what was the distance there? What was the measurement?
That measurement was 11 foot 7 inches.
All right. Now, we heard some testimony yesterday that there was a gun leaned against this wall here near a phone jack. Can you see where I'm indicating?
Yes.
Did you and Mr. Fransberg have occasion to measure the distance from this wall where the gun supposedly was leaning to the bed?
Yes.
What was that measurement?
The measurement from the edge of the bed to this wall, which would be the east wall, was 4 feet.
Let me show you what's been received into evidence as Exhibit 30. This is the area that you were measuring here, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
And the distance between this area here, this wall where there's a drape, and there has allegedly been a gun, and the edge of the bed was 4 feet between those two distances, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Did you measure the width of the bed?
Yes.
What was the width of the bed?
The width of that bed was 5 feet.
And then let me show you what's been marked, and this is again the exhibit with Scott Shanahan's body in the bed. It's Exhibit 33. Can you tell us approximately how far in from the east edge of the bed the body of Scott Shanahan was as you found it and is shown by Exhibit 33?
I looked at these photographs pretty closely here, and if we look, Mr. Shanahan was lying on his right side in kind of this area of the bed. It was approximately 1 foot from the edge of the bed over to his right shoulder.
To the closest part of his body?
Yes, that's correct.
And the right shoulder would be this part of the body down here that's in contact with the bed?
Yes, that's correct.
If you measured it from the left shoulder, would the distance have been greater or less?
Would have been greater.
So he was at least a foot in. You're saying the right shoulder of his body was at least a foot in from the edge of this bed?
Yes, that's correct.
Is it right to say then that it's 5 feet from the wall, this east wall, from his shoulder?
Yes, it would be approximately 5 feet from Mr. Shanahan's right shoulder to the edge of that wall. That would be this distance from here over to here.
Have you happened to bring a tape measure with you?
Yes, I have one.
I wonder if you could Exhibit 36, and give us an overall measurement of its length.
The overall length of this shotgun is, oops, excuse me. The overall length of this shotgun is 46.5 inches.
Thank you. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Did you make these measurements personally?
I was actually on one end of the tape measure. We had Special Agent Peterson on the other end of the tape measure, and Mr. Franzenberg was writing these measurements down.
Did you measure the distance from the edge of the bed to Scott Shanahan, or did I hear you say you're approximating that distance?
No, that was actually measured there from the edge of the bed to that wall. That was 4 feet.
No, from the edge of the bed to Scott Shanahan, body in the bed.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. From the edge of the bed to Scott Shanahan, that is an approximation just from myself looking at the pictures.
You didn't measure that distance, did you?
That's correct. I did not make that measurement.
All right. Nothing further, thank you.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Your Honor, at this time, the state rests.
How come they tell us when the state rests, but they don't tell us when the defense rests? And then I'm confused. Not that that's hard.
Please be seated. So I understand that there's no other rebuttal witness by the state.
Not on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
Anything else from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the evidence portion of this trial. I have some things to get ready. As I told you, I will give you detailed written instructions, and I can't give you those till I complete them. So I will be preparing those yet this afternoon. We'll ask you to be here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. We will do our very best to be ready with the instructions at that time, followed by the final arguments in this case, and then, and only then, will the case be submitted to you for deliberation. So you are still under the admonition not to discuss this matter with anyone, even amongst yourselves. You're not to talk to any of the parties, any of the witnesses, or view any of these materials in any media format. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
We will not see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
I definitely won't see anybody at 9 o'clock in the morning. Trust me, it's not happening.
Okay, now the part of my stuff is correct. The evidence is concluded. I just have to change my thumbnail because I thought these were defense witnesses.
Well,
So I'll fix it.
well.
But anyways,
hopefully you learned.
I've learned my
AJ,
lesson.
for next time. I mean, you know.
I'll mess it up. I will mess it up next time, and that will just be the way that it is. Because if I don't, then you guys will think that I'm doing something wrong.
I never had a Rush poster, but I did have, when I was a teenager, I did have a David Boreanaz poster, who was Angel.
Angel.
From Buffy. And I had it right above my bed on the ceiling, and I would wake up and I'd be like, oh, David Boreanaz, he's so cute, you know.
That's right, Bobby. If I don't mess it up, you will know I've been abducted. And it's not me. If I don't mess something up, okay? Just put your black light on. I know you're talking about posters, but I think.
Yeah, I don't think you would not want to do that. No, no, sir.
I did not have a Farrah Fawcett nip poster. I did not.
No.
And she had huge ones. Anyway, Gabby has an announcement to make. On that
right.
note.
Yeah.
Sorry.
On that note, it has nothing to do with black lights or fuzzy
nips.
posters or Well, technically, I mean, maybe she probably
could.
used the black light back in the day, you know.
Oh,
But anyway, Grandma wanted me to tell you all thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers for her. She greatly appreciates all of your love. And for those who don't know, she was in a car accident recently, and that's why she hasn't been going live. But she wanted me to send her regards to you guys and say thank you so much for checking in on her. And she appreciates you guys. Hey, Squid.
hey, Squid. How you doing? I love Squid's blonde hair. It's so cute.
Yes, Bobby. Grandma was in a car accident, and it wasn't Grandma's fault. Grandma and her son Jordan, they were in the car together, and teenager girl was behind her, rear-ended her. They're both okay. Grandma's scans came back fine. She's just resting a lot and recuperating and all that stuff. Um, so if you want to send her a message saying whatever you want, I'm sure she will appreciate that. And yes, Grandma is a very strong woman. Yes, that's very true.
Yes.
She's amazing. We love her. And yes, good. Everything is okay. But she just wanted me to let those who sent her messages to say thank you very much. She appreciates you all.
I've just been liking stuff. Because I always feel weird. It's like, I don't want to bother you. But then it's like, I don't want to be the person that didn't send the message. Because it's not like I'm not wondering and not thinking about her.
No, yeah, yeah.
But it's
I
like,
understand
yeah,
that.
you know. Yes, Squid, don't look at Snipe's avatar. He look what he did to me. I was just sitting innocently and he made my hands do things.
Yes, Frank, you can message her in Discord. You can message her in her Discord, or you could privately message her in Discord. Absolutely. I did tell her that you said you gave her a hug and all that stuff. She said, "Oh, thank you so much. Tell Frank I said thanks." So I did relay that message to her. Um,
Yes, please send grandma messages. Please send messages telling grandma she's hot, she's amazing, and you look forward to seeing her live again.
yes.
It does look more like a heart. Snipe was nice to me.
It does,
Bobby,
kind of.
Bobby
Like
took
that.
the other one. I'm not
What is it,
doing.
like a gaping hole that you were doing with your hand? What is that?
I don't know what I was doing. I don't know.
I hope her box is okay.
We were
Snipe.
talking. We were talking about sausage.
Oh,
So,
gotcha.
what do you mean you can't say grandma is hot? Of course she is.
Can't. You can't. Of course she is. You know what? If you say, well, maybe he doesn't want to say it because if he does, the grandma will just be like all over you.
What? Once they turned off the Rush song, grandma made an amazing recovery. Ah, goodness. Grandma is beautiful.
She is
The box is
beautiful.
being maintained. Ash speaks
Yes.
from knowledge, personal
Yeah.
knowledge.
The box is maintained, trimmed. We got it all ready to go. You know?
Have a good night, Ronnie. Have a good weekend.
Love you, Ronnie.
All right. Well, that's all I've got. We've
Okay.
we've
Well,
derailed
that's
this thing
good.
like 6 times tonight. We
Oh,
had less
only 6?
we had
Hey,
less
look at us.
than an hour of testimony and it's 2.5 hours.
You know.
Oh, Ulta's having a sale too. So is Sephora.
Oh my god, no way. I just flipped my hair for some weird reason. when you guys both said that, both of those names.
I was talking. I was talking about sausages. I was talking about sausages, and you were not being good.
Well, was
I
it
did
a
not.
sausage party
I
or
might
wasn't
have.
it?
I may have come out of nowhere, gripping things in the air. That is true.
Ulta is some super girly thing.
It's a makeup
Whatever.
place.
Yeah,
Sephora
it's
is a
a
makeup place.
skincare, makeup type thing.
Give the people what they want. Give them chat. All right. You all can have it. I can't leave it up and running though because I would be scared.
Ash.
I've been trying to flip my hair for years, but it just doesn't work. That's right. I will point my serious pencil at you. It's right here. It's blue. Not this pink one. This one is not serious at all.
The pink one is for fluff, you know?
That's true. That's true. Ulta's where women have meetings. Maybe.
It's not where I have the meeting.
No. We take what we want, flip it on the table. What? Whoever. Bobby can do a hair flip.
Is that why I never get laid,
I-
Bobby? Not invited.
Not invited to the women meetings.
I'm not either. Nor do I want to be. So we're in the same boat there. I don't want to hear women troubles. I have my own women troubles.
Rabbit holes tonight were great as always. Good night, everyone, and have a great weekend. You too, Deidre.
Yeah, you too, Deidre.
We went down some strange rabbit holes tonight. Had
We
nothing to
did.
do with anything we were at this trial at all. I don't even know how we got there.
Wait, where's the thing where it said Ulta? Oh, Ulta is a Tupperware of today.
What'd you say? Women at Ulta take part in women's locker room talk. You know. Maybe.
Bobby, I'm not.
I'm not invited to women's event either. I like
Yeah.
Frank's instead of good, whatever he said, people. People of Earth. That's what you...
People of this universe.
Have a great
Earthlings.
night and weekend. See you. Take care. Bye. You
Love
too,
you,
Frank.
Frankie.
Have a great weekend, Frank.
Oh, that's great.
And
People.
people.
I just got back. Bri, I just got back. Women's troubles and rabbit holes.
I don't know that we were having women troubles. We're just
Bri,
talking...
what is your Bri? Wait, Bri, what are your thoughts on Rush? Everyone, be quiet because I want to hear Bri's thoughts on Rush. Women never invite me nowhere. I don't know. I don't want it. Sharp object. All
No
women
more
are
women
trouble.
troubled.
Yeah, Bri, say it. You say it now.
Right? Say this.
Don't say that. Don't.
I really want Bride to say who. The who. Nobody even brought them up. Whatever.
The Who was pretty good too.
I mean, they're fine. But Gabby likes Rush. I don't like Rush.
We all like Rush. Everyone else likes Rush. Except for
Limbaugh.
Puddletown and Bobby, because Puddletown and Bobby don't like anybody. But
Not Rush Limbaugh. I mean, R.I.P. But Rush the band. Nobody likes Rush.
Bobby, stop. Everyone likes Rush.
No, everyone does not. I do not.
Honey, I'm old. Yeah, I understand you're old, Bri, and I love you for it. But
He
good
doesn't wanna
Lord,
answer.
What is...
Answer
You
the
gotta answer
question.
it. I'm going to drive to Connecticut right now and find your hospital that you work at and go into the ER and make an appointment specifically with you to find out your answer so I can report back.
She's
That's
going to
how
be like,
important it is.
I can't breathe. I need to see Bri Bear right now.
Yes. And then I'm going to text my husband, I'll be back in a few hours. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I love Journey. AJ likes Rush this much. No. There. Actually,
You know what?
there.
Anywho, AJ. They're okay. Bri, stop placating.
He is just playing. He's just playing middle of the road. He might just think that.
Stop playing million. You know how you feel about Raj. Whoever, we're not talking about what just happened. All right, it happened. We're not. Squid. Come on.
Rush Wars.
I took AJ off, and then AJ took me off, and then she put me back on, and then I took myself off to put myself back on. That's what I thought was happening, but that's not what happened. So,
Gabby's having a hard time accepting that Rush is overrated and butt.
no.
Yes, it is the typical squirrel. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. This is not where you come to get work done.
No.
What?
I don't know what gave you that. What?
Shame.
You got each other off? Wow.
What a night.
Everyone was swiping left. Exactly. I was like, no, I'm on. She's like, no, you're off. And I'm like, no, I'm back on. And then she's like, no, you're off.
I hate when I do that because the kitchen seems so far away. Like, do I have to? I don't want to walk over there.
Oh my God.
Like, not the shower again. Well, now you know what it was like. Next time I miss an IV, I'll say, I was thinking about Rush.
That's it. I knew I hated Connecticut for another reason. You know, Connecticut's got a bad rep around here. All right, Bri, you're not helping your own states.
You stick to your guns there, Bri.
Okay,
I also
Nebraska.
told Gabby I didn't like the Beatles, and I wasn't alone.
Who said that?
I said I didn't like the Beatles.
Oh, I was looking in chat. I was like, who said they didn't like the Beatles?
Me.
I agree. Connecticut sucks. Yeah, Bri, because you live there, and I apologize for that, but you chose that for yourself. I mean, what is wrong with you? Yeah, of course you don't like them, Bobby.
All right, we're not going around this train.
It's
It
the
derailed.
merry-go-round.
It went off the cliff. It's done.
Bri. He's like,
It's done. It's done.
what does that mean?
That's why Bry's moving to Texas.
Yeah, Bri's not moving to Texas.
He already said he's moving to Houston.
No, he's not. We're not letting him go.
Carmen already invited him down there, so
I
he
don't
has to
care
go now.
what Carmen said.
He has to go now because Carmen already invited
He's
him down
not
there.
stealing Bri away from me. Good. Well, even though he lives.
He lives in a place you hate.
I don't care. It's still the East Side.
It's not unusual.
Not to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual.
See? Me and my pew-pews wagon train into Houston.
Bri, cut it out. You can't even handle Connecticut. What makes you think you're going to handle Texas?
You don't know who Tom Jones is?
You know what? I'm going to have
that
a
guy.
mental breakdown.
He does. He knows now. Absolutely not.
What's new, pussycat? Wow, 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 wow.
See, that should be your theme song when you walk in the door, or Bobby. That's what you
Yeah.
should just sing to all your cats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now getting older while listening. The guy
How
with
about
five,
sex bomb?
the guy with five testicles? Was he the
Well, who
sex
has
bomb?
5 testicles?
I don't know.
Is that the
I seem to-
Octodad? That would make sense.
That'd be funny. I used to, I don't do so much anymore, but I used to sing to my dogs. I would make up songs to them. Tom Jones has 5 testicles. Is he still alive?
What?
Tom
I
Jones.
sing
is he still
Borat songs to my cats.
Oh,
I didn't know Borat sang songs. Squid's like, wait, what?
wait, what is happening? Like
you just-
her and
you just
whoever are having
entered-
like this whole other conversation, and we're just
Yeah.
over here talking about 5 testicles.
Squid, you just entered the Thunderdome. Okay? Welcome.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Shinny. I just about called you Octomom. That's true, Shinny.
All I know
it's
from
been
Borat is, very nice, very nice. He breaks
Yeah.
the cake when he get this. That's all I know of Borat. I didn't know he sang songs.
I didn't know he sang songs. I don't know any Borat songs.
Me either.
So borax makes me think of borax and makes me think of laundry.
Turkey baster? Wait, who said something
What?
about a turkey baster?
Haha, Carmen looked up whatever we were talking about last night.
Who did?
Carmen, remember? Spatch.
Oh,
Spatch.
spatchcock.
Yeah.
Spatchcacking?
She's spatchcacking. Look, woman, in my mean voice. Not my I'm helping voice. I am not that ignorant. I know. I don't know. It's kind of like when whoever comes in and says, "Hi, y'all. I want to say hello, y'all," instead of whoever. I every time. I don't know what happens. Octomom's baby daddy was a turkey baster.
Oh, dang. Maybe he's the guy who had 6 testicles.
Maybe it's Tom Jones.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. Is he alive? Nobody answered. Is it R.I.P.?
I don't know. Google it. Frank already
know.
left. We lost our
know.
Googler.
Oh well. You're a turkey baster.
You're a turkey.
You're a spatchcock.
You're a spatchcocker. You spatchcocker, you.
I wasn't sure if I should put the ER on the end of it, so I didn't.
I could Google it, but I don't wanna.
That thing is
Yeah.
turning weird.
Tyler Robinson has a court hearing tomorrow. I don't know who that is. Who is he?
He took out Charlie Kirk, but like his I don't like the bullet didn't match or something. The last I heard, I haven't like kept up on it a lot,
Oh,
but
match. What do you mean? They arrested him.
I know.
But was it the same guy that like fell off the roof that they got? Then that bullet has to match.
No, he is still alive. Thanks, Shenny.
Who
Oh,
was
there'll be
still
lots
alive?
of here.
Oh,
There's
Tom.
be-
I was like, Charlie Kirk is definitely not still. I was like so confused.
There will be lots of hearings. I'm beginning to think.
The fall
Beginning
guy.
to think. Squid, I have not kept up with that. Like, I had to turn it off because there was so much coming out and like people just, I don't know. One, it made me sad, but two, the people that just start coming out each other. I was like, all right, this guy at the end of the day is gone. And I just couldn't. So I turned it off for a little bit.
Kathy Nestor.
Wait, wasn't she didn't
Is
she
it
get in
lawyer?
trouble in court during Corey Richards?
Mm. For what?
I don't like making. I don't know because I didn't watch that. Like making faces or something. I
Making
don't people.
faces? Like what?
Yeah, I don't know. Ideal only. Well, that's good. I don't even. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes out. If he didn't do it, I don't want him to be in trouble. If he did it, then they need to prove it. It's kind of like, I know Brian Koberger pleaded guilty, blah, blah, blah. I get that. I'm not saying he didn't do what the Idaho thing. The thing that bugs me about that is they tore down the house before the trial ever started, and
Yeah.
and it was just way too fast. Way too fast.
That is facts. Right?
So-
that whole building is gone.
Yeah.
All the evidence in there is gone. They could have
Gone.
just kept it roped off.
Yep.
You know, the trial hadn't even started yet. It's gone. Everything's gone.
Yep. Yeah. You're getting a discount colonoscopy? Next Tuesday, will be prepping for mine on Wednesday. That's why I already know what I'm going to have to eat on Wednesday. And I told you I wouldn't be here because that's dinner day anyway, but I will be sleeping until
It's too
Thursday.
bad. It's too bad Flash Fan isn't here to hear your dinner choices because
Yeah.
he would like your dinner choice.
Yeah. I told him
But
yesterday.
also, I don't think I would want a discount colonoscopy. I'm just saying, if I'm getting a colonoscopy, I want to be top notch kind of colonoscopy, not a 1995 colonoscopy. You know what I mean?
Shani, I won't be feeling great Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, but they have to give me so much to keep me out that I won't wake up till Thursday, and then I will feel great. I wake up to eat, and then that's it. And I'm not old. I have to have one every other year, so I'm not like you old people that gets one every 10 years.
I've never had one.
Well, when you hit 45,
I will still not have one.
you should just go have one and get it done. Then you won't have to have one for like 10 more years. It's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal.
I'm good.
It's like not that big of a deal.
Gabby's old. I'm not old. I'm going to turn 40 this year.
And it's not that big of a deal. It was like you just gotta. The prep one sucks. The prep sucks. The procedure
Wait
doesn't.
a minute. How old are you, Squid? Mr. Squid is 41. How old are you? I swear to God, if I'm older than Squid, that's it. I quit. 40! All right.
Right. All right. Well, she can at least do that if there's no history. But PSA, Gabby, and anybody else, colon cancer caught early enough because they can cure it. If it's not caught early, you're going to RIP.
Well,
And I've watched people RIP from it, and it's not good. So you need to just do it.
it's all right. I have a deal with my aunt. I don't need one. Trust me. I have a deal with my aunt. We have a deal.
They don't give you anything anymore? Holy crap.
For what?
Like, because they put you in like a twilight sleep, so you don't even know. But I don't stay sedated. So, and then my blood pressure likes to tank. So I have to have mine done at the hospital. And one of these times, I just know that he's like, you're just going to have to be put out like under general anesthesia because
Yeah.
when he comes in afterwards, he's like, I can't believe you're awake talking to me. Like, I will, as soon as I go home, I'll be fine. Like, I'm going to go home. I'm going to sleep. And I'm going to wake up the next day, and it's great. Okay, sometimes that happened to my husband. And I'm like, you work with these people.
Oh, that's great. 56, and I'd take the
Take
egg.
the action. Yep. It's just not worth not.
No, I mean, Bad
That's
Dazzler
not
said it.
true.
Bad
That's not
Dazzler
true.
said it. He said, where was it?
Yeah, they can do it at my own time. No, it's just,
Gabby don't like it in her butt. No, I don't.
well, I don't
Thank you, Bad
either. That's
Dazzler.
why I'm sleeping.
I don't care if I'm sleeping or not. I don't know what the
You
heck.
won't even know.
If I'm no, that's what I mean. That's the problem, AJ. I'd rather be awake so I can see what's going on.
Well, you
instead of
can
being
be if you
passed
want to
out,
be. You can be
and then
awake.
who knows what's happening? You know how many holes I got? I mean, good Lord.
Yep.
They could be doing
See?
whatever with whatever hole.
Like, then just stay awake. You can stay awake. A lot of people do. A lot of people just stay awake.
You can request
Yeah, you
that?
can. Absolutely. You can stay awake and watch the whole thing.
Yeah, but you gotta drink all that nasty ass, shitty
It's
Jello
really not that.
Gatorade shit.
It's just Gatorade and Parallax. And as long as
Nasty.
you just drink water and stay hydrated, it's really not that bad. I have learned over the years of as many as I've had done that it's way better than it used to be. Trust me. Look, see? Jenny was awake. AT1 awake.
All right,
So
that's not
you
bad.
can be awake.
Okay, maybe I'll do it if I can be awake.
And I drank a little bit of Prep It. It's explosive.
Okay. Thank you, Squid. Good to know. Not to get that. Thank you.
So yeah, stay awake, and then you can come tell us all about it, because I'm never awake.
Oh, I'm gonna have them record that, and then we can put a whole
Okay,
video
great.
up.
That will be good. See?
But the video
And
won't
then-
show the entry. Okay.
No.
It's
And
not
then
gonna show the
we'll
entry,
be-
but it's gonna show my expression of everything. Gross.
Look, Shane says if you change your mind, they can pause and put you under. If you go under
No.
with the meds, they
Oh
can.
no,
And
no,
then you know what
I
else?
won't change my mind.
You know what else they can give you? They can give you some
Corn.
Benadryl through your IV, and that'll probably put you out.
No, I don't.
No,
want
I
to be put
won't.
out.
You can't eat corn the night before. You can't eat period the day before.
Yeah, and you can't
fine.
eat corn the long way or the short way or whatever way.
You can't
eat none of
even
that.
can't even break the corn on the cob. Since
No,
apparently that is
and no
that is
one
a
should ever
sin.
break the corn on the cob because that's outrageous talk.
You know what's
Outrageous.
in my what's in my shopping cart right now?
Outrageous. I don't even want to hear it. No, I already know what you're gonna say. I don't like it already. I disapprove. Rush is everything, AJ. Take that to the
That
bank.
is so true, Haley. That is so true.
See men go on about our back doors, but don't want to have something mechanical in theirs.
Medical, and probably
Oh, I thought it
mechanical as
said
well.
mechanical. Yeah, definitely mechanical as well. Absolutely, for sure.
You can do a pill, but I'll tell you what, I don't think I would want to.
No, I don't know.
One, that's like every other year, I get one excellent day of sleep. One. And I love it. So I look forward to it, and that keeps me going. I don't want to fish that pill out.
No one's fishing anything out. Good Lord, what the heck is this? No,
If you
I
take the
just thought-
pill, it's a camera, and it goes through your system, and then you have to retrieve it. Where do you think it's
No.
coming out at? So see,
No,
you just
no,
go
no.
do what I do, and it's fine. Say it. I don't need to. You know it, and you know it. But
No, there's no short. Stop it.
I don't have broken corn.
You see where she stopped right there? She stopped
I
at
do
that
have-
first part of the sentence. But she does have the other part of the sentence in her cupboard, and I know she does.
No, it's
She
not in that
buys it
cupboard.
way.
It's in my shopping cart. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going
Exactly,
to. And
but
I'm
it will
gonna,
be in the
I'm
cupboard.
gonna go pick it up tomorrow. Squid.
I didn't know. I
Do
didn't know
you
you
break-
could be. I didn't know you could be awake.
Yeah, you can be awake. And so now I expect you to do it.
Well, I mean, obviously I promise
I
nothing.
still don't want to fish it out because the other stuff's coming out with that. I don't think you're cleaned out like a colonoscopy. If you're cleaned out like a colonoscopy, then just go get the colonoscopy.
Oh, wait, how do you fish anything out of there? I'm not shoving my own hands up there. What the hell?
That's
you gotta
right.
shove
That's
some,
why
you know
you
what?
just
Maybe you
go
can just
get
some tongs. Just shove it right up, open them, and pull it out. What is happening? Who's fishing
See-
anything out of there?
But see, they can see. Yeah, Squid is right. They can see your entire GI tract, not just the colon. But just you don't have to. If you just go get the
Back in time.
colonoscopy.
Here's Flash Fan. Back
No,
in
you're not.
time.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Run, Flashman, run. Trust me. Think a Great
Flashman.
Dane is chasing you and just
Oh my God.
run. Oh my, snipe.
Now, of
Snipe.
all times to come into chat, now.
Oh, I've never heard of a pill to go get a colonoscopy that'll clean you out. But I take it.
Wait, do you ever leave with this? Snipe. That's not
Don't
fair.
answer that, Squid. Don't answer
Snipe.
that, Squid.
Squid. Don't it say you? No.
Yes, you have to return the camera. They have to see the camera. It's time for
Oh,
butt
wait,
stuff.
You swallow a pill? Yeah. It just reminds me of that song. What? In the butt. You want to do it in the butt?
I don't think a Great Dane is all that intimidating chasing you. Flashman does. So
Flash
I know what
has,
I'm talking
Here's the
about.
thing with dogs. Here's the thing with dogs.
Squid, Carmen has a story about a spork, and it has to do with butt stuff, as you said.
And an inmate.
And
Not
then-
with her and an inmate. It's just the inmate and the spork. It has nothing to do with Carmen and the inmate and a spork. It's just, We should have clarified this beforehand. I mean, good Lord.
And it was bright orange, and she wasn't allowed to make a phone call, and she got mad. So
It's like, oh no.
She put the spork where the sun don't shine, and then bent over and showed Carmen where it was.
Yep. It was a great story. It was a good story.
She tells it better. I just gave
She
you the
does.
cliff notes. I love my. It's not. What? It's not a thing. It's far. Don't make it out like it's insignificant.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what
Great
he's talking
Danes.
about. Who he's talking to?
Great Danes can be big dopes. They can be intimidating. Trust me.
Yeah, but I feel like mostly they're good, goofy dogs. They're just
They are big, goofy
and
dogs.
Yeah, they're kind of like,
Oh, it's fear. Yeah. No, Flashman he is scared of Great Danes. Like, that's not. Yes, Carmen did think the spork was a carrot.
Yes. Yeah, that's the thing.
But you
But it
should
wasn't
not be
a carrot.
scared of a Great Dane. And you should not be scared of a colonoscopy. It's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, now I know that you can be awake for them.
Yeah.
I'll
I don't know why
consider
you would want to be, but you go for it.
why?
Why I'm
I
going to
would
be
wanna
asleep
be?
for mine. Yes.
Oh no. I don't know what's going on in that room. I want to be awake so I can see everything that's happening around my ass. Okay? I'm not going to turn into old maple ass. Sorry, Ash, but I'm not turning into old maple ass.
I've been
You know,
getting
they're
these forever. I'm not old maple ass.
No, well, you don't know what they're doing with your butthole while you're asleep.
I see the pictures afterwards. Squid, thanks for stopping by. Sorry that it was this.
Yeah, Ash, Squid, thanks for talking assholes with us. Love ya. Come back soon. We'll see Squid another 6 months from now. She's like,
Yes, she'd
mother
be
effers
like,
over here talking about buttholes.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah, she was like unsubscribing, walking away slowly from the roof.
Backing out. She's not going to turn her back to us. She's like, I know what y'all are talking about.
Like, love you, bye. And then she like It's the
She gets
unscrap button. She's like,
gets out the door and turns and runs away like, holy shit. It would take a lot to piss off a Great Dane. Yeah, it just depends. But I mean, Lord help you if you actually piss one off. Well,
who the heck is
I
Medj?
left, came back, and you're still here. We're talking about colonoscopies,
We're
Bri.
talking about buttholes, Bri.
And Gabby, no one on MedSurge knows who Rush is.
Get out of here. You know what? This is what I
Yes.
mean about Connecticut. This is what I mean about Connecticut. They're all transplants. They're either for New York or for... you can't be one or two. You have to either be Boston or New York. You can't be in between. This is the problem with Connecticut. This is why we hate them. Sorry, Bri.
Look, my first colonoscopy was when I was 21, Gabby. It was not horrible.
21?
Also, hey. No. That sounds horrible.
Endoscope. It was fun.
And,
My husband had... That's the one that goes down the throat.
yeah.
Yeah, my husband had that. And he had to be put under... It was the very first time I ever had him be in the hospital, put under. Oh my goodness, I was terrified. But then he woke up and he burped. And I laughed. And it was fun. But, you know.
Yeah, I
Flash fans,
just have... See? Thank you, Bri. That's what I'm saying. I'm having one next week because I have one every other year. See? And that's what I look forward to. If it's an even numbered year, it's my year.
Oh, it's going to be
And
an even number. I hate odd numbers.
It's my year, and I know I'm going to sleep. How do you think they have to test for celiac disease? That's true.
I don't know. What the heck is celiac disease?
Can't have like, is it wheat or grain? I guess that's...
Oh, is that like the, I don't know.
My first one was when I was 40.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
turning
young.
40.
Carmen was young. Because they thought she had celiac, and she had to have one. Now, she went out like a light.
They said the same thing for the breast squishing test, too. Was it a...
Mammogram?
Yeah, the mammogram.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not having that either.
Why?
Why? Ask all the guys in here if they would put their nuts in a squishing vise.
See you,
Take
Brian.
pictures of it to make sure. You know what I mean? No thanks. How do I know that that's the machine that doesn't give people breast cancer? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Oh, Flashman. Quit. We were just telling you. We were kidding. Yes. Yes, it is. And here, you want to... Yours cannot be as odd as mine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My sister-in-law does mine.
Who? What?
So-
What does what? Your colonoscopy?
My mammogram.
Where?
Where she works.
Oh, I thought you were like...
At the mammogram store.
She does it in the middle of my living room. I'm like, holy shit, that
Yeah,
doesn't
she
sound
just brings
safe.
that machine over here. Well, you can leave if you want to. You don't have to be here. Not forcing you.
I mean, you came in at buttholes, so I feel like it's only fair you leave at breasts. You know?
Not my sister. My sister-in-law. Yes, it does not happen in my kitchen. It happens where she works.
Okay. So it's a place that she works. She does this for a living, yeah.
Yeah. And they put, the funny thing is, so they have to put stickers so they know left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like talking to her. So you put the robe on so the opens in the front, right? And I'm just talking to her, and she just walks up and it's like, fing, fing. It's like, did you seriously just put stickers on me without any warning? Like,
Just slapped it right on. She's like, she's like a ninja. She's a ninja with them pasties.
I mean, no, she. No, she does not work in my kitchen.
Left boob always hangs lower, right?
Right? I have no idea.
You know what? I'm gonna measure it, Bri, and get back to you.
I'd die if I had a family member do my mammy. Although I wouldn't have gone for 2 years before I finally snapped, and they told me I didn't have to. I don't have it. Wow. Took them 2 years to figure out you didn't have anything wrong. Flash fan. Y'all think I'm leaving after 2 years. If I didn't leave when butt knuckle was mentioned, I ain't going nowhere. Not that's true.
But I also love how Flashman's like, yeah, I'm leaving. But then, like, he's like, I gotta go to the park to meet, like, 40 strippers real quick because I gotta walk the dog. And then I'm gonna repent on Sunday at church. It's like, Flashman, shut up. You're not leaving anywhere.
I'm not talking those. I'm actually going to end this nightmare, right? A 3-hour stream for less than an hour of testimony.
Bobby's like, what? Bobby's like, I just woke up. What did I miss again?
It's like, I just finished eating.
It's like, I heard boob squishing. What?
There was boobs and butts. That's it.
No, I don't want to bet. Flashman, I don't want you to leave. We love you. Stop it.
Absolutely. Stop. No, there will be
Also,
no
where
other
have you been?
sleeping.
Oh,
Well, it's Thursday.
He was probably
You will leave for 2 weeks. Are you going on vacation?
Oh.
Is there going to be another penguin?
You mean flamingo?
Yes.
Choir. Yeah, you had choir practice tonight. I honestly forgot it was Thursday, to be honest with you.
It is Thursday.
Yeah, why are you leaving for 2 weeks?
I don't think he is. I think he's just saying he would.
Oh.
You know.
Well, if he was leaving for 2 weeks, he's going to come up here where I live so I can feed him fried chicken. I'll tell you that much.
Well, next Wednesday, I will be eating fried chicken.
Well, I'll be jelly, peanut butter and jelly.
And it will be the breast. It's the only part I get.
That's what he said.
I wrote, damn it, all this talk of Connecticut. I wish I saved that video I saw where it made the argument that Connecticut isn't known for anything because it doesn't exist.
Yeah. No, I just shared this in a group message with me, AJ, and Carmen from a guy who lives in Rhode Island. And I was like, thank you. This is what I've been wanting to say this whole time about Connecticut, but, you know.
Breasts are the best. No vacations for yet. My family is going to Arizona, but not me. They're leaving you home alone.
Kevin!
You heard Kevin. I heard party. Potty.
Potty.
Party at Flash Fans.
Potty at Flash Fans. I hope you clean up Flash Fans so your sister doesn't 187 you.
Wow.
I'm just saying, I mean, because she would. I mean, Flash Fan's sister is no joke. She doesn't play around.
Oh, I've learned. Are you going to set traps in your house?
Heck yeah, I would.
Arizona's, yep. All right, that's it. I'm done.
All right.
I'm out.
Okay.
We've educated
Bye.
you. We've, I don't know what else we've done.
I don't know either. That's it.
But
That's all we got.
we did things. Oh, we informed you. We informed you of Grandma.
Yes. That was the most important thing we did all stream.
Yes.
Besides the actual trial.
Well,
Get in the chopper. You potty. Fupa, fupa, troopa. I couldn't help myself. Okay, bye.
all right, on Monday, we are going to do closing from the state. And I know you enter instructions just because we need to hear them, I think. And Tuesday, we'll do the rest. And I don't know if we'll have to like wrap it all up nicely on Thursday or if we can do that on Tuesday. Kind of depends on where things are for me on Tuesday. I mean, I will be up all night, but I won't be available all night. So, just saying that. And I will not eat more corn and chicken. Not till later. Okay, that's it. Gabby already said bye, so bye.
Hot mannequin love is kinda uncanny. Click, like, subscribe, ooh, piece of candy. Looking for my spotlight, chasing my vibe. Still looking for my credibility online. Ooh, hot mannequin love, candy on the floor, don't pick it up. Chasing all the clicks, chasing all the views. Credibility's hiding, but I'm bringing you the news. Every little scroll is a mystery, but you stuck around, watch the show with me. Laughs and chaos, that's how we roll. Drop a comment down below before you go. Every little scroll is a mystery, but you stuck around, watch the show with me. Laughs and chaos, that's how we roll. Drop a comment down below before you go. Ooh.